that's exciting, Stu.
I know. So yeah, we're hoping to start it once Millie's gone travelling.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, is only in, how long has she got now? 2 weeks? She's away in 2 weeks.
She needs to book her IDs up, going travelling.
Yeah.
Being young and travelling. What kind of bollocks is that?
I know, yeah. Starting in Vietnam. So, yeah.
Where in Vietnam is she going?
Lots of places. I can't remember. I think it's Hanoi is the first place she's going.
Imagine that would be a good place to start.
Yeah. But they booked all their accommodation in Vietnam.
Have you told Millie that she's now the age I was when we started doing the show?
I know, I told her that.
Mm.
Told her that.
And how did she feel about that?
She's like, I feel
Recording
old.
in
She
progress.
just feels old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so she's going travelling. We're going to stick all the shit out of the kitchen in a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? While we're doing it, jobs are good.
How long's she travelling for?
Possibly up to 6 months. It all depends how long.
Really? God damn!
Yeah,
6 months.
It all depends how long the money lasts for.
Oh right.
Wow.
Well, if they're living off Mackies, then they'll be all right, will they?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, she's yeah, they're starting in Vietnam, then they're going to Singapore, then they're going to Malaysia, then they're going from Malaysia to Perth, and then they haven't planned anything beyond Perth, so they're going to start then traveling.
And she's a college student?
No, she's
graduated.
been working for. No, she's been working for 2 years.
Yeah, she's.
Where's she working?
Working full time. She works for the NHS in the perinatal unit.
She's doing all right if she's got money to go jaunting off for 6 months all over Asia.
They've got plenty of money between them, but obviously it's got to, and they're hopefully going to finish in New Zealand after they've toured all around Australia.
Jesus Christ.
And
it is literally like Hannibal Buress when he's like, we met someone at the aquarium who's taking our pictures, and they go, oh, from the United States? Oh, we're going there soon. We're going to go to LA and then New York and then Texas and Chicago. And in the United States, if you work at the aquarium, you vacation at the aquarium.
The funny thing is, they're planning on when they finish off in New Zealand to fly back via LA and spend a week in LA before they come home.
Christ, man! Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out which month in June or which part of the summer will be less horrible, so I can go down and see my mother in Florida.
So there you go. So that's what they're about to do.
Very good.
I hope they have a good time. I hope they experience some awesome parts of the cultures of those different countries.
Yeah, the 4th of Feb, they're setting off.
All right.
So, yeah.
Did she ever finish that video?
She's just doing it now. She's literally in the middle of it on my laptop as it goes, because obviously why would you do it on anything else in our house? Because her laptop's like a dinosaur.
Will you tell her that I want to see it when she's done?
Yeah, it's going to be about an hour and 20 minutes, though. So, you know, strap in. Yeah. So she said, and I quote, she said this the other night when she was in the middle of doing it. Yeah, Chinny will be offering me a job when he sees this.
Yeah, I hope so. She'll need it after all the money she spent.
I know, yeah. So she'll be, they'll be coming back, and she's going back to uni. Did I tell you she's going back to uni? So she's going back to uni when she comes back. She's doing a master's on occupational therapy.
Cool.
And then she'll produce, you more or less get a job after doing that. So it's kind of a do the course and get a job. And her boyfriend's going to look for jobs in Manchester. So that's what he's doing. So, yeah.
Now that we've got Millie's life story down, should we start the show?
Shall we do that?
Should. Okay. We haven't had this in a while, so I'm playing it this time. The Veteran Gamers podcast is not for children. Okay, so if you're listening and you're under the age of 18, turn the show off, you piece of shit.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Here we go, baby.
Welcome, yo, to the Veteran Gamers.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun on the bus.
We'll tell you about every single game that you play.
Don't make me break my foot off in your ass!
Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Wario cheese!
The Veteran Gamers.
Wario cheese!
The Veteran Gamers.
Failure! You're behind schedule!
It's the Veteran Gamers.
Wario cheese!
Yeah, boy.
You think I care what you think?
switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
This hunky grandma be tripping.
Hello and welcome to episode 837 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 837. What's up, people? I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Chin Kebab.
Oh,
Chin kebab.
I'm rebranding.
Is that like tin
Uh,
kebab?
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
change
like
it.
shish kebab, I assume.
And I'm Chibicus.
Chinkabel. What about Chinkabel?
Chinkabel. I don't know if you can say that in 2026.
Why? What's up with Chinkabel?
In 837, the year, King Drest the Ninth died after a 3-year reign.
Ah,
Well, we started the
Of
show
course
on
he
a
did.
nice high, really, haven't we? Like a nice.
Also,
little-
Yeah.
Halley's Comet passed approximately 5 million kilometers from Earth, its closest ever approach.
Oh,
oh, by the way, that is due to approach again. Not that long from now, to be fair. We
Ooh,
should all still be alive when Halley's Comet comes around again. So we all still.
How
should
many
be
years
alive.
is that then?
I'm not
If
sure.
you say
without
anything
checking, but I
over
knew.
3, then you might
Okay.
be in trouble with me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, within our lifetime, anyway. But Hail Bop, I don't know whether you remember.
I remember
Hail
Hail
Bop.
Bop.
from the
That was
90s.
in the
Hail Bop.
90s,
That's
wasn't
where
it?
the dude got the people in his cult to kill themselves.
That's not due again till 3000 and something, I
Yeah.
think. So I think
The last time it came
round.
round, they were building the pyramids.
Yeah,
before the
we'll not
90s.
see that again for a
So I
long time.
Don't think, but I remember that.
Sorry, y'all. Halley's Comet is due to return in mid 2061.
No, this is Hail
Yeah, well,
Bop.
we could
This
be
is- no,
alive. We could still be alive.
That's
at that
Hail
point.
No,
Bop.
but you said we would be alive, and I'm.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Oh,
to be fair.
26
I mean, I would
There's
love
a
to be. I
chance.
hope so.
There's a
but-
chance.
I might be.
There's a
I still.
chance.
Hey, you two.
Chinny
can
will be
fuck off.
fine.
I might be all right.
Yes,
Chinny
we'll
should be
fucking-
fine.
You know what? When I see
Yeah.
it, the Hail Comet thing,
Be like, hey, Stu
I'll-
and
Yeah.
Duke send their regards.
and I'll be what 80, 70.
No,
That we'll
you'll
be standing
I'll
on
be
top of it and going,
86.
we're already here, wink.
If I see it and you two are gone, I'll be like, I'll think of you. I'll
Yeah.
look at it and go.
Oh,
Ghosts
thanks,
will be
mate.
riding that comet. That's what ghosts do. They just ride the comet.
Did you know? By the
Very
way,
proud
did you
of
know?
the comet.
Did you know next year, Chinny, in the UK, we're going to get a 90% eclipse? So we're going to get a nearly
I think I did
70%
listen to
eclipse.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's in August, so there's a chance we might actually see it. You never know.
Yeah,
know.
So that's happening.
that'd be
That's
nice
thing
to
that's
show.
happening.
It'd be nice to show Rosa that, wouldn't it? You know, like just like
Yeah.
you know,
Rosa might be alive for the next full solar eclipse
she probably will
in the
hopefully.
UK, which is 2089. So you know, it's a
Yeah,
fair
she
way
will be
off.
alive.
But she probably will. Millie,
for
we
James
worked
Bond.
out would be 88 or 89 when that comes, or it could be 2090 actually. I think. we
Welcome to the
worked out
Veteran
we'd be
Gamers
89.
Podcast, where we do astronomy math.
Yeah,
But right in the draw.
still
here,
going
I
with
don't know
it.
what
He's
is
still
in the
going with
drawer
it. He's
here.
committed.
I'm going.
No,
with
he's
it.
going with the.
I
He's
have.
shifting over to the.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
look at what's in Stu's
So,
drawer.
In
podcast.
Stu's drawer here. You see this?
I'm not making this
Right,
up.
I don't know
either.
whether you can. I don't know whether you can see this, right?
Well, the
But-
listeners
but-
can't, so don't worry about it.
But the listeners can't. But I'll describe what it
Good
is
thing
when I
he's
get
gonna
it out.
describe it.
This
told
is 2 pieces. Can you see that? I don't know whether you can see that.
No, because it blurs everything that's not a face.
Well, it's 2 pieces.
That's how you
of
set up
Oh,
your
yeah.
camera.
I know what it is.
It's
yeah.
2 pieces of welder's glass for watching the eclipse. That's what that is. So I've put on it. I've written on it to be used in 2090. So there you go.
So this is
All right. Well, in Duke's drawer, there's apricots.
So there you go. It's
Kenny,
it's
what's in your drawer? We
glass
wanna know.
for watching the eclipse. There you go.
hard drive.
Hard
Hard
drive.
drive, you
Oh,
see? Hard drive.
All right. Does anybody have an actual story, or are we just skipping right
What,
over
an
names?
apricot? Have you got some apricots?
I do have apricots.
My favorite
Apricots, I'm saying
time.
it.
It's
I've got
story
a-
story
I
time.
got only healthy snacks in this here drawer right here. I got some yogurt-covered raisins as well.
Apricots.
Well, I've
Oh,
got-
hang on.
Chinny, it sounded like you had an actual story.
No, not really. But like, I had a pedicure.
Do you know what I also found? Just a minute, I've got to
It
show
doesn't
you.
got a
matter. It doesn't-
pedicure?
It doesn't matter, does it? Because it's just going to carry on.
You can say whatever you want. Stu's gonna do what Stu's gonna do, and
I've
it's gonna
just
be
found
loud.
this in the drawer. Right, this God Almighty, it's stuck together. It's that old. This.
Oh, gross! We don't want to see your nasty stuck together
This-
cleaner.
is my Weight Watchers
Blurred.
Gold membership.
Lift it up higher.
Can't see it.
higher,
I don't believe
higher.
you.
I
You
got down
can't.
to
It's gonna
12,
zoom.
12 stone,
There we go.
8 pounds. I got down to. There you go.
Did it
And
make you
that's
healthier?
From, I don't know. 1995. That's from.
Gee.
Okay, because health
1995,
is
there
what
you go.
matters. Numbers
Of
are
course it made
great.
you
it's gonna
healthier
be
at the
sweet,
time.
but well,
1995. I
did
was
you
a
stick to
gold
it, or did you
member
gain
of
all that weight
Watchers.
back?
No, of course you did. No, I didn't. I got really fat again, but I'm
This
fairly
is the thing,
thinnish at the moment.
The real goal is to make changes to our lives that we can stick
Yeah.
with.
Oh,
I'm
That'll
only
make
one.
so lame.
I'm
We all
only
know by
one
looking at Kelly
stone.
Osbourne, it's about looking
Yeah.
good, right?
It's
Right.
about Aussie P. That's what it's about. Did you know 20% of Americans take weight loss injections now?
I'm
20%.
surprised it's only
Stu,
20%.
You like when I have to put Rosa in the bath, she's just running round in every room. That's what you're doing right now. Do you know what I mean? You're like, this is in my
Topic.
desk.
I'm
this
giving
is
you
in my
loads
desk.
of
Weight loss
interesting
card.
facts.
America.
No.
Here's a Weight Watchers card. Here what's in my drawer.
You're like
Let
a
me talk
toddler.
about my.
You're
This
like a
is
toddler.
the show of interesting
You're
facts.
supposed
That's
to
what this
be
is.
a host
Well,
of
it's
a
a show
gaming
of facts.
podcast.
I don't know about interesting facts.
You know?
Interesting.
So
facts.
far,
There
we've
you go.
covered when the comet is going to return,
Yeah,
how
we
much
have.
weight Stu lost, what kind of
Yeah.
fruits Duke has in
It
his
total
drawer.
eclipses. Don't forget the total eclipses.
Like anybody fucking gives a shit.
Right.
Well, they might do.
All right,
I
should
don't
we
know.
start
Someone
with
might be
actual video
interested to know
games?
about
No,
the
I was going to
eclipses.
say,
I
I had a pedicure.
Go ahead, Chinny. You
Oh,
had a
did
pedicure,
ya?
right.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
It was.
Yeah, go on.
To be
How was
honest,
the pedicure?
to be honest, she didn't do a very good job.
Did she
Uh,
not?
lost her
Why?
toe.
What happened?
It was a mess. Look, she just created a mess.
Did she do French tips? French
I
tips.
don't
That's
know.
what I want to know.
don't know. I don't think she was very qualified
Was this your idea or somebody?
Brilliant.
because her name, the person's name who did it was Rosa, and she's very.
Do you
young.
know what
Oh,
though?
snap.
She looks like she is fully concentrating there. That is a kid.
Yeah, so Rosa tried to paint my nails on my
Nice.
feet. Well, she painted. Mommy
She just
painted.
She
painted
painted
your
your nails
toes.
and your toes.
Yeah,
She
mommy
painted your
painted.
toes.
Mommy painted her toenails, and then she said, "I want to paint Mummy's toenails." And then they walked out
Mummy's
the
like,
bedroom.
no.
No, they walked out no, she did, and then they walked out the bedroom and said, "Daddy's turn." So then Daddy had his nails painted.
Nice.
Awesome. For those who can't see it, it's all fucked up. There's polish all over the ends
Yeah.
of the toes.
Dude,
The
whoa.
the big toe doesn't look terrible. Like,
Dude,
she mostly
whoa.
did the big
No.
toe. Okay.
That's my daughter's work you're talking about.
Yeah, she sucks at doing pedicures.
she
You
does.
Yeah,
said
she
it.
does,
I'm
mate.
just
That's
confirming.
literally she's just treating your toes as a
Yeah.
piece of paper.
No shade, bruh.
I think
I'm
I'd be
just saying, she's
concerned
got it on her
if
fingers.
she was 22, I'd be concerned. But the fact that she's 2, I think
She doesn't have
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
you can
fine
take
motor
it, take
control
it.
yet.
she's okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good for the age. If I'm
It's
being
very,
honest.
very cute.
You can tell.
And you're a good sport for going along with that.
You can. That's literally what my nails look like now. By the way, like I haven't washed them off yet.
Yeah, it
Uh,
takes some getting off. Does that shit?
This was like about an hour ago that she did this. But you can tell that she's concentrated on the big toe and then lost a bit of
Yes.
interest in the.
No,
the
she
other
couldn't be
toe.
arsed for the rest. She's just like,
Yeah.
slap it on, fuck
And
it.
she rushed the left foot. She rushed it. She just went bum 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 done. So
Yeah,
I
she's
wa-
Little
like, I'm
dab on
bored
each
now.
toe. We're
Bored.
moving on.
I will be leaving a Google review, and it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah, and it ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. That
So there
isn't.
you go. That's my little fun story that I have.
Okay.
Nice.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
It's been a minute since we talked about what we've been playing. It's been
It has.
Christmas
It has.
show, and then it's been year in review, and then it's been year in preview. But now we're back to the usual format.
No, we're gonna do 2027 preview now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we
Elder
do.
Scrolls 6 might come out then.
Maybe GTA 6 is probably gonna get moved there. So.
And then you pay me and Stu 10 quid each.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Who wants to? Who's got the most?
Yeah, so who's
Who's got
going
the most?
first? I want to know.
Yeah. Hmm.
Duke, you've got the most.
Is that me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Claire Obscure, Expedition 33.
Hey, finally.
Ta-da.
Ooh, we're gonna hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got about 5 hours in, and I know that means I haven't seen anything. I talked to somebody over the weekend who teaches at my school. We don't get to see each other
You
much,
don't
but I had
know
a chat with him.
anything.
We had a beer o'clock on Friday. So anyway, I mentioned it to him, and he's like, "How far are you?" I'm like, 5 hours. He's, oh, you haven't seen anything. I'm like, "Thank you. I know that the game is
But
about
it's-
30 hours. You don't have to tell me that I know nothing."
That is a very important part like a important question to ask when talking about this game, because
Okay.
because like if you say I've been playing Claire, and next thing is going to say how far are you in?
How far are you in?
It's like certain things you can't talk about. You just
know
don't
what
wanna
you can't
spoil.
talk about if you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know how far the person's in.
Yeah,
I get
so-
it. That's fine.
Correct.
Um,
That person was
so-
smart. That person who asked you where.
Yeah, that's fine. And I am enjoying it. I am having a good time. The combat is good. However,
Uh-oh.
you know
Uh-oh.
me. First of all, linear stories, man, like linear games. I like having the freedom. I like being able to go wherever I want, do whatever I want to do. But I'm forcing myself to put in like an hour a day if I can, and it's good.
I'll be
really
honest,
care-
right? Can I just say the fact you're saying you're forcing yourself
Yeah,
doesn't
Yeah,
bode
hey,
well.
I am. I know, but I recognize that it's not the game's fault. It's nothing to do with the game. It's to do with how I feel when I come home from school. And so the fact that I don't really want to dive into this narrative, it took me a long time to beat Avowed, and that was my game of the year last year. So it's nothing to do with the quality of the game. It's to do with my relationship to, straightforward.
It's to do with your gaming behavior when you want to relax,
Like
isn't it?
gaming
Yeah.
behavior, my mindset.
Yes.
But whatever. So whenever anybody and here's the other part of it. If somebody tells me to like something, my impulse is to be like, no, I hate it, right? Blair Witch Project, everyone was talking it up, and I was just like, no, I don't. Stop praising this movie. And then I went to see it, and I was in this bad mindset because I was just, poised to hate it. Because whatever. That's just, again, that's a me problem. Now, it's not necessary to get parries and dodges. You can take some damage. You can go into defensive stances. You can use healing tints.
Mhm.
It's not a big deal even if you lose one of your players during a combat mission or a
No.
bit of combat, right? But for me, when I can't time the parries and the dodges, it drives me bonkers. And you have to figure out how each character attacks. And I'm getting very frustrated by not being able to parry and not being able to dodge very effectively.
Well, I'm going to say
I wish
something
there was
very
some kind of
obvious here.
indicator. I wish there was some kind of
With
indicator.
your-
It's like, do it now.
There is. Do you know what I found the easiest way to time it is? Listening.
Listening, yeah.
The
Audio.
Yeah, the sound makes it way easier to time it than the actual visuals.
My audio's down too quiet.
Yeah, because it's there's certain noises that almost give you the sort of prompt of
Sometimes
the
it did-
timing.
I will say,
Yeah,
like, the
sometimes.
one thing that I suppose can be a little tiresome about the game is that when you fight a new enemy or a new boss, to your point, Duke, is that you it is a bit of annoying, but the first run of it, you do sort of treat it as like, I'm probably gonna die here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, practice
And starting a battle knowing that you're probably not going to win because you're fighting somebody new and they've got new attacks is probably the one tiny like little flaw in the combat of like, okay, now I know I'm going to fight this boss like 3 times, so
Yeah, I did. I didn't do that much because I did the sensible thing and played on easy, which gives you more time to do the parries and dodges. So that made it a whole lot.
Would
Not
you
that I
do-
don't have enough time. It's that I don't know what the right moment is.
No,
I'll
no,
do
no.
it early. I'll
What-
do it late.
No, when you knock it down to easy, it gives you a bigger window of time to do a parry or a dodge. So it actually makes it easier to accomplish that.
would you
But
do,
I
would
know
you do that,
what's-
Duke?
No, his gamer brain's
Oh, I
going,
haven't-
no, I'm not doing that.
No, I don't know. I don't think he cares.
I don't really mind turning it down to easy. I don't have any of that. I mean, I try not to have that pride or ego. I just want to try to have the experience that they want me to have. And for the most part, I'm doing okay.
It's just as the more you play, the better you get at it.
So
Because
And
you
the more
start
I'm
to-
realizing that, as Chinny said, like, yeah, it's like it's not the end of the world. Here's the other thing. I'm used to Final Fantasy games where, for the most part, if you go up against somebody and you can't beat them, you're not going to be able to beat them, and you're gonna have to load a previous save or something. And that's not the way this game.
I mean, what's good about it it drip feeds the extra stuff, so it takes a long time to get to the enemies where you've got to parry, dodge, jump. Then they have all these special buffs and debuffs that they do on you. So all those
that's the
affect
part
what
that
attacks
really
you can.
bugged me.
Yeah, but it's fine because by that point you've sort of got characters you've got equipment in your arsenal to counteract all that stuff.
I'm sure I do, but
Or
you know what I like in a
attacks
role playing
or-
game? Sharp thing, stab monster. Like that's
Yeah, there's,
you know.
I think
it
they
does
do
get
a good job,
more
Duke, of
complex
like,
towards the
like
end.
rolling it in slowly. Is what
Yeah,
Stu's
they
saying,
do.
like,
That's what I said.
Fine.
It takes
Okay.
ages.
That's cool.
You
It
know, you get
introduces
used
what I'm
everything
saying-
really slowly.
That's cool. I mean, when it comes time to level up my characters, I'm just like hit points, might, and defense, so I take less damage. I don't care who plays more
Lucky's
often.
pretty
I don't-
good. No, Lucky's
suppose
pretty
I
good
had to
though
do
to get
some luck.
critical
Well,
attacks.
the-
Yeah, get critical attacks.
The other thing as well is like the ones where there's like a weapon next to it is usually better
Yeah.
for that character.
That's scaled
yeah.
with that weapon.
Yeah.
And also look at you when you're adding in all your extra
Play
stuff.
it like we do.
Some of them. Some of those will add to your health. They'll add to your luck. They'll add to your defense. So it's checking all that stuff because that buffs your character up as well. So there's a lot of stuff to take into consideration as you play through the game. But like I say, it does it slowly. I mean, it doesn't introduce anything that quick, really. You know, you get to certain stages of the game,
But
and then it'll
on the flip
introduce a
side of
new
that-
attack or.
On the flip side of that, if I come home after an exhausting day at school, I don't want to try to have to remember like, okay, now here's this and that buff and this thing and over here. And I mean, again, it's not a diss at the game. It's just a question of like, well, what my mental
Yeah,
load
yeah,
is. And the
yeah.
more of that stuff there is, the more it becomes like, oh man, I got to
I know what you mean.
pull back all this stuff up. But whatever. Like I said, I am enjoying it. I really am.
Duke, I've got a couple of questions for you, if that's okay.
Yes.
Who are your main three? I
Yeah,
suppose.
the
Well,
No,
I just got my fourth, so I've only just started to reach a point where you can only have 3 to fight.
Is Sayal the
which
fourth
seems
person?
to make no sense because Scion's the fourth, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
is
if
that
you're
where
going
you
up
where
against this army-
is that where you are in that sort of
Yeah. And talk about things to learn. They bring her in, and it's like there's light and dark, and there's the moon and the sun, and you can do this and
Oh.
have these cards. And I'm like, fuck off. So I think she's not going
I-
to be in the
Yeah.
rotation.
correct?
I absolutely. She is fucking shit hot as you get further into the game and buff her up.
But I
She's
won't know.
fucking
But,
amazing.
Duke, I never learned.
interested.
I never learned her. She was just like a.
Yeah,
backup
I
character.
only played. I played with her, Mayel, and the other woman, the one who. Does
And you
all
know
the
what?
health
With
stuff.
Luna.
Mayel, like, I mean, minor spoilers, I suppose, for the first 5 hours of Expedition. So I just got done with the little village where the dude with the bristle top,
Mhm.
and they all make the little guards and stuff.
Mhm.
So anyway, I love the fact you go to the chief and you're like, I will tell you the passport, but you have to beat our champions in the tournament.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I beat the champions in the tournament. They're like, all right, the password is get out of my way.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no, it's got
but-
good writing.
when I was fighting in the tournament, I was like, oh, I mean, you know, everyone's getting XP, so I guess I should rotate them. But Mayel was my main go-to because when she does a riposte, when she does a counterattack, like a parry, that does some damage, man.
Yeah.
She'll fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
And she's my only person, I think, who has a skill that's like high damage. I think the other two only have like medium damage so far.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saving up the points to unlock the lightning dude for Gustav.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. I think that's-
Mayel becomes more important when you need to get rid of shields and stuff later in the game.
Yes, I have got the thing where she gets rid of like 2
A
shields.
lot of people
Oh,
say like they
makes
basically
such a big
build their
difference.
whole combat system around Mael, and then
Yeah.
let her do all the damage because she is amazing. Yeah.
And then
So,
when
like I
you
said-
unlock more damage than 9,999 in the game, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I'll
but I was talking to someone and they never used Luna in their main thing. You know, the healer.
Yeah,
woman.
she the same-
is Luna the healer? I have Luna, CL, and Mayel.
There is no way I
Oh,
could have played that game without Luna. I was like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No,
she's-
Luna's great.
She's a mainstay.
Especially because
She
you only have
has-
like 1 or 2 actual healing tints at any time. I mean, is that
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lock or is
Yeah.
that like
No,
I
it
just
goes
haven't
up,
gathered?
It goes
And
up,
the other-
it goes up. Yeah.
The other good thing about Luna is later in the game, some of the enemies will block you using healing tints. So you
Yeah.
have to use, but you can still use her to heal your party.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but the
cool.
other good thing about Luna is she has a fire attack that stacks fire. So you can do it, and it just keeps on burning them every time they go to take. a
yeah,
turn,
and I
it
think
keeps
like
on
Gustav has the
multiplying.
marking thing, so if you mark them and then she
Yeah.
does the fire thing, it's a good
Yeah.
combo.
Yeah, so I always used to do her fire attack first before I did anything else because that also went through shields as well. So it didn't matter whether they were shielded; it would still do damage.
Mm.
Yep.
So in terms of, do you like the
Tactics.
story? Do you like the story? Do you think the story's okay?
I don't feel like I have much of the story yet. Like I said, the first hour is awesome. It really sucked me in and made me feel some kind of way with the themes of loss.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, it was Gustav and what's her name, CL, arguing about, we should stay here. We should go there. We should stay here. We should go there. And then it's like, okay, there's this mansion and a dude with a missing face. And then they found Mael, and I guess he feels some kind of way about her. And then, whenever it's like we're in camp and it's like rest, distribute points, whatever.
Yeah.
It's it's the option like check in with the other people, and I just got done with a vow. I'm not trying to check in with nobody. I don't want to have
No,
any extra.
right, okay.
What
Another
Stu's
thing
gonna
you
say.
defo need to do.
Yeah.
You definitely need to do
There-
that.
there is
That's so important.
just to make what Stu's saying it more appealing, Duke. There is
make it more appealing.
There is a game mechanic reason for what you want to do.
There is.
And the story.
Okay,
and
I mean,
the writing's good as well. So
And it does give you loads of story and lore and stuff, so it's definitely worth doing, even just.
Okay,
for
you
that
couldn't
alone.
drop that in while I'm playing like Mass Effect.
not everything is Mass Effect,
Well,
Duke.
Not everything.
I'm saying that's the gold standard on storytelling, and a lot of
And
these
to be-
developers didn't seem to learn that.
To be fair, most of the interactions with each party member last probably a minute or two.
Yeah,
at
they do. But if you
maximum. It's
put a
not
bunch,
very-
you put 20 of those together, you got 20 minutes of me sitting there watching cutscenes.
Well, you haven't, because you've only got three
Just
other
do
characters
it.
to talk to.
Just
Duke.
or
But
don't
if each
do
of them
it.
is a minute, and you put 20
Well,
of
that's
them
3
together,
minutes. Well,
you
you don't
put
get
20 of them
each time.
together. Well,
Yeah,
over the
but you
course
don't.
of
Oh,
2
for
hours of
God's sake,
gameplay.
man. Well,
Dude,
yeah, but you
look,
don't
this
have
is how my brain
Oh,
works. Have you ever gone to the bathroom and thought to
You
yourself, I have 1
probably-
minute and 43 seconds to get done
Can I
with this
say-
bathroom visit? Have you ever felt like
Can I
that?
say-
Because if you haven't, my recommendation is that you recognize that some brains work a little different. And when it comes to video games, that means we have this fixation on time.
I'm just going to say, you probably go to camp less than 20 times in the whole game.
Well, I've already done it
I
3
would've-
times, but whatever. I'm
Yeah,
not here
but
to pick
It's
against or
probably
split
less
hair.
than 20 times in the whole game. You
That's
don't go
fine.
to camp a lot.
Why
Okay,
aren't you
well, when I go
playing
to
it-
camp, I
why
will
stop
once or
playing it
twice in the
wrong?
future. I'm not promising nothing. I will try to
No, it's up
check
to
in
you.
with
It
the
will-
player.
It will
If
only
it helps
be
me
you
win the
who's-
game, yeah, I want to do it.
It does
There's a
help you win
gameplay.
the game. You will
Okay, well,
definitely
then I
suffer
might
if
do
you
it.
don't
I wish
do it.
the things that helped me were a little more obvious, but whatever.
Play it properly, Duke. Why aren't you playing it?
Yeah,
Why are
Duke.
you
I
playing
want to play it
wrong?
properly. I'm just saying,
joking.
like,
Play it how you want to play.
You
it.
wouldn't.
know.
You wouldn't go. Do you know? I like Rocket League, but I'm not going to double jump anymore because, like, it takes time, man. It takes time double
Nah,
jumping.
it's
I'm
not the
going to
same.
bother.
It's not the same. He's
No, it
playing it
doesn't.
how he wants. He's playing
Yeah,
it
but
how he
it's a
wants.
part of the mechanic that you need to do to beat the game.
Yeah, but
don't you?
like
So
yeah, but it
it's
doesn't
the
stop
same.
the game and say, now watch this.
To his argument, like you could skip all that and still get plenty out of it, but it would be a
Yeah,
shame.
you
I
probably
think.
could,
There,
but
there are
you
some
would
there are
miss
some
out on
cool
stuff.
story moments and there's some mechanical moments.
Cool
Okay,
stuff.
well, I am
Yeah,
interested
cool
in
stuff.
decent story moments if they are, and I'm
Yeah, they
interested
are.
in the
They
game
are.
mechanic.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
they
are some
are.
really good moments. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so who's next? What's next?
I'll tell you what. I'll carry on because I've been playing Clear Obscure again this week.
Should I mute
Uh,
myself so I don't
No,
hear
no,
anything?
no, no. It's not. No, it's no spoilers. So
The second I hear anything, I'm taking the
Dinosaurs.
it's
headphones
not.
off.
Dinosaurs.
It's nothing to do with story.
Yeah, but you
at
say
all.
that sometimes, and then it's
It
just like
isn't.
this other thing I didn't
It
want
isn't.
to hear about. All right,
So-
go ahead.
So I didn't do hardly any side stuff when I was playing the game.
Right.
And there's a part of the game called the Endless Tower. Did you do this, Chitty? Did you actually do the Endless Tower?
No.
So basically, it's a bit like an arena mode, if you will. So you can only get to it when you unlock an ability, which I'll not tell you about that bit. So you have to unlock some ability to be able to get to the Endless Tower. When you get there, it's basically just loads of floors of the tower, and you just fight increasingly more difficult enemies as you go up the tower.
Yeah.
So, and each time you beat one, though, you don't have to obviously fight them again. It doesn't make you start at the bottom again. It just saves your progress.
Yeah.
So even if you get beaten by a harder enemy, you can have another go instantly after you've failed.
Or
but
go
he did
away,
make-
level up, and come back, maybe.
Well, the whole point of the Endless Tower is to help you level your character up, because obviously you get all the XP every time you beat each enemy set. So it's
Yeah.
all just different sets of all the different enemies you've faced in the game, and then they basically, fight what increasingly more difficult one after the other. And it's obviously an accomplishment once you get to the top of the tower because you're beating the most difficult. And some of them apparently are harder bosses than the bosses in the game. So some of these towards the top are more difficult than some of the bosses you'll face just by coming across them in a natural way in the game. I did the first 6 floors of the tower, and then realized I am done with this game. I'm done with it because I'm like, why am I actually doing this? Because
how many are there total? Do you know?
I don't know. It's a lot. There is a lot apparently. There's a lot. But what happened was, because this has been in the news recently, because the developers thought that a lot of people have complained that they were really overpowered by the end of the game facing the final bosses, and that they felt it was way too easy.
So there's apparently a total of 11 stages with 3 trials each.
Yeah, so it's a lot. So there's a lot. I did the first 6.
So you did about half of it.
No, not even half of it, because there's 3 stages to each level. So I only did 2 levels.
Oh, you did 6 total, so 2 stages.
I did 6 total, yeah. So I only did two levels of it, and there's 11. So there's a lot. But what happened was, people they said they didn't expect people to do all the side stuff before they face the final bosses in the story mode. But a lot of people did.
Tower, you're gonna
fuck up they did a lot. Exactly, and that's what happened. So people were doing the tower, and then when they went to face the final boss, they were like level 70 or 80 or something ridiculous. Cool. And they just
see. And I'll bet some of those people complained, which is like, if I'm overpowered, I'd be, oh, fuck off, man. That's so dumb. Like if I squash the last boss as a piece of piss, I'm happy. I'm like, great, we're done. These people must be like,
said that.
What am I supposed to do? Go talk to my mom?
Well, that's so. Some people were of the camp of, oh, fuck me, this is too fucking easy. These bosses at the end should have been more difficult.
Put it on a higher difficult level.
And then some people were of like, well, at the end of these games, you should be overpowered and you should be really strong and you should flick the boss away. That's how it should be. So it was a bit of a 50-50.
Like, why are you mad that that's the case? I just don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't relate to anybody who's like, I want this game to be harder. That just isn't a thing I've ever said or probably will ever say.
Yeah, I mean, Simmy Boy said, I finished it, it does get easier the further. And it doesn't. I think the more side stuff you do, the easier it gets. But the less side stuff you do, it's probably going to be still a little bit of a challenge, maybe.
What up, Fraser? What up, Simmy? What up, James? What up, Sean?
Hey, everyone.
Well, yeah, keep playing, dude. You really are going to hate this
like I
game.
said, I am enjoying it. I just... no, I don't think I'm going to hate it. I just...
yeah, I'm doing the what is it?
It's one of those things too. Oh, you're doing reverse psychology. It's one of those things where like I force myself to play, and when I do, I'm like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. Like, okay, the little village where there's a lot to do in there. There's the gambling.
Oh, the Vestrals,
whatever it's called. And then they're like, we left the back door open so you can come and go more easily. And I was trying to find it. And then I was like, how do I even get out of here? And then I was like, ooh, I'll go up this cliff. And then there's a kid up there. And he's like, I'm not coming down. I'm like, fuck you, don't come down. And then I fell down, or I jumped down. And his parents, I guess, were like, he's all the way up there. I'm like, I just got back from up there. I'm not going back up there again. Fuck off. I don't want to do side stuff. That's the other thing. Like with Avowed, I was like,
well, you know, I did hardly any side stuff, to be fair. Hence why I went and did a little bit after I'd finished playing it.
Fair enough.
So you don't have to do any side stuff, to be honest.
So anything else about Clair Obscur, Expedition 33?
No, I haven't got anything else to say about it. Apart from the fact I'm probably very unlikely to go back to it. In fact, I've already uninstalled it, so that's highly unlikely.
Dude, Chinny, you think you'll ever play this again?
I tried to go back after I'd finished it because, not saying too much, but there's a few areas that are not to do with the main story that you get access to in the open worldy bits. Yeah. There's one area that you don't even see, like
the Endless Tower being one of those, by the way.
Yeah, one of them, and then there's a whole thing. Let's just say underneath that we never see.
Okay.
There's a really hard boss there, and I thought about beating that and doing that, and then I tried to go back to it, but a lot of Claire is muscle memory. You know, and I had COVID when I played it, so I was playing it every day. So I was really like fine-tuned
really
with it. So, and then coming back to it about 2 months later was really difficult. And I just thought, look, it's that thing we talked about before. You know, like my satisfaction is fulfilled. I am done with this game.
Yeah, I was the same when I went back this week. Even.
Yeah, the people that go like, yeah, but there's loads more. I was like, fair, that's great. If I'm curious, I'll look at it on YouTube.
You want to go for it? You go for it. I am done with Blueprints. I mean, Clair Obscur.
Yeah, I'm done.
Can I ask you, dude?
A lot of games like this, like you do. Yes, go ahead.
Have you come across any of the mime artists yet? Have you fought any of those?
Nope, I
No.
don't think so.
They're pretty interesting, let's say. So if you
Okay.
see a mime artist,
Whack 'em.
they're hard.
I'll
yeah,
probably
whack
do
'em.
what I usually do, which is try to move away and not make eye contact.
No,
Yeah,
no,
whack
whack 'em,
'em.
right? Because they have really good rewards. If you beat one of them, you tend to get really cool stuff at the end of it.
Okay.
Alright.
I think we played a
Shut
different
up,
And
game.
always-
Bobo.
I think we played a different
and
game,
always-
Stu, but you're right.
And always whack. Yeah, no, well, you got cool.
Well, I try to whack
speed and
everybody. If
stuff.
there's somebody anywhere near me, I'm
always-
not letting this person
Always
creep up.
whack, and definitely always whack the Vestral salesmen. You know, the traders. So always.
Yeah,
fight
well, I
them
always
because
fight
they-
traders. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because again, you get cool weapons normally, so that's always worth doing.
Sure.
So there you go.
Yes,
All right.
Yeah.
So that's Claire
Yeah.
Obscure. Chinny, what about you, baby?
Clear up. I've only got one game, so
Yeah, talk about it.
yeah. So we shall talk about it. It's a game that you've heard of.
Yeah,
Go on.
yeah.
It's a game
Grand Theft Auto.
called
yeah.
Call of Duty.
I've heard of that.
Minecraft.
Has it got number 6 after the title?
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Minecraft Skuffleinen. So I'm gonna give you. Oh no.
How's the Amazon warehouse coming along? That's what I want to know.
So
first
so
of all.
yeah.
For those who don't know, Chinny is going to build this huge gray box to blot out all the views from his neighbors.
So
Yeah, he
this is a shared server at work. Let me transition and so you can see. So the good news is I'm in the game now. This is me right now, right?
Oh, all right, okay.
This is
Showing
my
us around.
this is my warehouse,
Minecraft.
right? This is my warehouse. It's this huge ugly ass building. So, you know, people in the server, people I work with, they've got beautiful towers.
They're
they've
like,
got
what the fuck is
beautiful
this
castles
ugly monstrosity?
and I've ruined their view with this absolute bastard of a warehouse, right? So, what's
I love the fact, by the way, that you've just used. Is that just literally stone blocks?
no. This is what do you call this, Duke? This is like polished stone, isn't it? This is like
All right, so is it? This is, I'd have just
Polish.
gone
So you
bog
take 4
standard-
stone blocks and then you put them together and then you hit polished stone.
yeah, I think it's
I'd have
polished
gone
stone.
bog standard stone
No,
just
no,
to make
no,
it look
no,
as
no.
shit
I'm
as
not
possible.
that bad. I'm not that bad. So the idea is,
you know what
so-
I'm saying?
but what's interesting is that this is the first time I've played in a Java server, like on a Java Minecraft thing. It's all survival, and what's really cool about this is that like all of it is kind of with people. You know, you work with people. They're not your family. They're not necessarily your friends, like your close friends. But you get on with, and you see them every day. So to play a shared Minecraft server with these people is interesting because you just talk about it all the time, and then every time you talk about it, I'm like, I'm gonna go back in there and do more stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm also doing things that I've never
You
done
don't
before.
really know someone until you play
Kinda-
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Can I just
that's
say,
true.
Ginny, I've never seen an underworld portal inside of an Amazon warehouse before.
Yeah, well, that's my portal to the nether.
How do you think we get
yeah.
to the underworld?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeff
I
Bezos
mean, in
needs
real life,
constant
yeah.
access to hell.
So I've
So
been
he can
working
consult
on
with his demon overlords.
I've been working on a few farms, right? So I've worked on a kelp farm.
First of all, why are there those gaps, those trenches you keep jumping over?
these are going to be bottomless pits,
oh,
right?
it's giving me
These-
a headache watching you hop around to get over your own base.
These are going to be bottomless. I'll hop around because it's quicker to walk around like that. So this is my kelp farm, right? So my
Yes.
kelp farm is pretty big, and kelp. You use kelp for what, Duke?
I never used kelp.
What the fuck's wrong with you? So, right. So kelp gets collected.
I make cool things, not big gray boxes and
No,
fucking
no.
bottomless pits.
Kelp gets collected. It goes into the crafter block. The crafter block then automatically crafts blocks of kelp, which is then used as fuel, and then you make your own fuel instead of using coal.
Okay.
Right.
I don't find coal to be a difficult thing to find, but
well,
you know, go
yeah,
for it.
but you know,
It's way more
doing it.
fun making kelp fuel. What do you think?
Right.
dude?
So
I guess.
let
I
me
mean, more
take you-
power to you. I'm not trying to yuck your yum.
let me take you over
Does
to
it
my.
burn for longer? Is there advantages of using kelp
It's a
fuel?
little
You
less.
just generate it yourself. That's why.
It's a little less
Self-sustain.
efficient. It's a little less efficient than coal, but you can make it yourself. So that's the advantage. So welcome here to my. This is my cow torture chamber, right?
Oh Jesus
So-
Christ! You had one of these last time.
I
What
know,
is
but
wrong with
no,
you?
but
We did want a
now-
block of flats. Nice though the abattoir is.
Now,
It was last time he had battery farming underground, didn't
No,
you?
no,
Remember
no.
this?
no, that's all gone. That all got real. Now,
Have you advanced since
this-
then? Have you? Is
this-
this like
so
a
this-
whole other level of this?
So there's 6 of them, and in each
Oh,
6
Jesus.
holes,
Wow.
right? In each 6 holes,
They're like,
there are around about 10 to 12 cows in that hole, right?
oh my god!
I then breed them in the hole, and then
What
they.
is fucking wrong
Stu,
with
listen,
you?
listen, right?
There's
And then-
production. It's a factory. It's
Listen.
not hostility.
Oh
it's
my
just making
Listen,
God.
the
listen,
easiest way to make
Stu,
things.
this will be better.
Small.
Stu, shush, right? This will be better if you just listen, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening to your
Right.
explanation
So
for your sadistic
there
tendencies.
are in on YouTube
Wow.
there was only one hole, right? But I worked out a way to chain them all together, right? So I've got 6 cow torture
Oh
chambers.
my god.
So basically,
my
in the hole,
God.
there's around about 10 to 12 cows. I breed the cows,
Wow.
then they give
Yeah.
birth, and they drop down here, right?
Oh
When
my
the cows
God.
when the cows grow up, I press this button here, right? And when I press the button, roughly about 72 cows die, roughly, right?
God.
So let me demonstrate. Do you want me to demonstrate?
What?
Yes.
Let me demonstrate.
What is it that's
this
actually
really
killing them,
worries
Kenny?
me.
So lava kills them. So I've used.
Okay.
Demonstrate. Let's
Drop lava on
demonstrate the
It's
cow
but-
killing
so
machine.
it's a combination of
Oh my
observer
God.
blocks, distributors, and note blocks. Duke, you'll be very interested to know.
Oh my
Right.
god.
So I press
You have
this
turned into such a nerd, Chinny. Oh my God, this is. Never
I
mind the
don't know about
sadism.
nerd.
No,
What
no, no, no,
about-
no, no,
what
no.
about
You're getting
serial
caught up
killer?
in the torture. That's not the problem, because everybody's a serial killer in Minecraft. You got to eat, you got to kill cows, whatever. The
Yeah.
point is, Chinny's learning how these fucking droppers and the observer
yeah,
blocks
yeah,
and
yeah.
buttons and the lava, and probably he's gonna get caught up in redstone
just-
next.
Oh no, I'm
Oh
in
my
redstone,
God.
but
Oh,
but-
see, this
but-
is Homer. You've turned into such a nerd. You take that back, Homer. These guys seem very nice, but they're clearly nerds.
I'm just so proud that this YouTube tutorial just made one, and then I worked out a way to chain 6 together.
You
which-
found
Yeah,
a way
you
to
were
improve on what the.
evolving,
And meanwhile, you can't put
evolving.
goddamn stairs on your staircase. You got to hop, hop, hop
no,
each
no,
step
because
of your
this is
staircase.
this is
like
temporary.
an
This is
idiot.
temporary. I'm going to make a water.
Yeah,
No, but
Temporary.
that feeds into the sociopathic nature
No,
of
it's
his
temporary. That's a
torture
temporary
building.
thing. That's a temporary thing. Right.
That's what that
So
does.
I'm going to press
Keep
the
it like
button now.
Temporary
Hey,
cow torture
hey,
mutilation station.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly. I want
hey,
it to look gothic.
let's all relax and watch little baby cows die.
Go
right?
ahead, kill him.
Oh my
All right,
God.
here we go. Kill them.
Go ahead,
They're
kill
all
'em.
dying. They're all dying. They're all dying.
Okay.
Right.
Take your
So-
word for it because there's a lag. But
Yeah, there's a lag, but I'm guessing we're about to see this.
Yeah,
in a
you're
minute.
about to see. So then I get my leather and my meat. And the good thing about the
Yes.
meat is that
is the meat already cooked? Since
it's already
there's lava?
cooked. It's already cooked.
Yeah, since it's
Ooh,
been
that
lava.
is a
So that's nice.
Oh,
So then,
God.
what's interesting? I've got a
Oh
lot to
wow, that is fucking brutal.
say. Yeah, it is brutal. It is brutal. So then,
That is absolutely
Listen,
brutal.
there's more.
Oh,
I've got lots
God.
to say. Right.
It's like a conveyor belt that conveys it out of there once it's been
That
done.
is funny that you say that, Stu.
next.
Oh Jesus
Because-
Christ, am I right?
That is going to be my next project. I am building a
Brilliant.
sewage system, right? Which
Nice.
will
So it all comes out.
These are all the chests where all those things are.
Oh Jesus
so all this
Christ.
is going to go under here and feed. But these two.
You
are
know what's
gonna
going to
be-
happen? You're going to have this perfect, efficient system. It'll be all set to go. You'll have all the materials you could ever want. You can make anything you want. And you're going to go, I'm bored. I'm going to stop playing.
Yeah, but
Do you know?
What's the
out
point of
interest,
editing
Ginny,
like
I don't
that?
know whether you're aware of this, but human flesh tastes of pork. Just to let you
that's
know.
fine. So let me show you my
Villagers, that's what's next. Villagers.
No,
oh my
yeah,
God.
I'm
When you get
working-
to
Yeah,
villagers,
that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean.
No, I'm
Pork.
working-
He's
because
gonna
what I'm
make
gonna
you
do,
pork out of
because-
you don't
villagers.
kill
No,
the
no.
villagers, Stu. You trade with them up.
who's playing Minecraft?
Yeah, but can you
Me.
kill
Who?
them?
What game we
Is that
talking
a
about?
thing?
Me. So
Me,
so
I'm
we'll-
playing Minecraft too.
all right,
You're not
but
special.
I keep hearing Stu. Right. So right. Okay. So
What, you
so,
expect him to just listen when someone else is talking about a game that
so
they're
what I'm
playing?
going to do?
I'm just shocked at the brutality
no.
of Chinese.
So what I'm gonna
thing
do,
going on here.
I'm gonna, because I'm sick of like farming wheat, right? So I'm gonna make villagers farm wheat above the cow torture chamber, and then drop down the wheat, so then I can just quickly grab it. Because feeding and breeding the cows is the only thing you can't automate in that process. You have to do that manually. Anyway,
So you're working out a way of doing that now.
Duke,
Is that what's happening?
yeah, Duke, talk to me about copper golems. What do you know?
I don't know nothing about no copper golems. I don't mess
Okay.
with them. Every time I find copper, I'm like, this piece of shit. Drop it to make more room for
Yeah,
iron.
copper is a piece of shit, but they've made it quite useful, right? So copper golems are little golems, right, that walk around and they like sort your chests out, Stu. You know what I mean? They sort out the items
Yeah.
in the chest, right? So what I've done if you have a look here, see, this is my storage area. Can you see my storage area? Can you see this?
Yes, it's very nice. I
Right.
like the
Yeah, it's
item
very nice.
frames.
Now, what a pain it is to try and put everything in the right place, isn't it? Oh God, such a pain.
You put it in one
Yeah,
central one, let the
awful.
columns sort it.
Or I put it in this chest, and it goes down here, and all my little bitch column things are all working
Where
away.
is the one that we can see? I can't see. Any
Yeah,
of
I
these
can't. I'm not
columns.
seeing it in
There,
action. But
there,
if you
there
can,
are 9 copper golems in one block, and in about 16 different blocks. So there's a lot of copper golems.
wow.
Just sorting out my shit. Little
Well, let's
slave.
see. Oh, is that them there?
Yeah.
Them green things.
Well, they're green because I didn't wax them, but these ones here, they're
And
yeah.
they're literally busily working away, sorting all your shit
At the
out.
moment, they just keep looking into the chest but there's nothing
see
in
if
there.
there's
But as
anything
soon as I put something in there, it goes. So let me show you the.
So do you tell it like, hey, this stuff goes in
No.
here, or do you? If you have a chest that's nothing but lapis,
Correct.
they'll always put the lapis.
If
in.
it's got one item of something in there, it will put it in there. But the good thing
But
is,
suppose you have a
Yeah.
chest with lapis, and you put just lapis in the new chest. Will they know to take it and put it in there, or is it just?
yeah,
Or will it both?
yeah. They know. So,
So
but
if there's
I'm
also,
two
going to be
in something-
honest.
but also if there's
This
two of
blows
something,
my
if there's
mind, by the way.
if
This
there's
is
if there's
fucking mental.
if there's copper stone and smooth stone in one chest, they'll put copper
Yeah.
stone and smooth stone. They'll stack it, and they'll
Gotcha.
so they know.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I've got little.
Because this is what they do. They don't want to just make it into like, oh, here's the sorting system. They want to make it lore friendly somehow. They want to give you, and it's good that there is a reason to have copper. So
So that's a little bit better, but you do have to wax.
maybe
them. I
I'll
didn't-
play around with that next time.
Yeah, it's cool. You can make a little bit.
It's just
more-
crazy. It's just that all this shit you're doing
Mm.
here, Chi, is fucking mental. Can I just say?
So I had.
I've never seen anything like it.
So I just want to raise. We had a bit of a controversy in the server.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna just skip to nighttime. So also we've got mods on here which are quite useful, and there's a mod that is quite relevant to the show, right?
Go
Okay.
When you chop wood
Tell
on a
us
tree,
more.
when you chop wood on a tree, the remaining
Yes.
top half of the tree still stands, doesn't it?
It
So-
does in the normal
you have
vanilla
the mod where
game,
it goes
yes.
away quickly.
We have the timber mod where you just knock one and they all
Yes.
come down.
Nice.
So I got a complaint about this area here because this was all
Was
green.
it spawning mobs because you didn't have enough torches?
No, it was all green, right? It was all
Oh.
green. And in fact, what I'll do, I'll show you on the.
And you said, I need stone. Fuck off.
No, it was more. Oh, I thought a good warehouse, has a car park, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It
A
does.
good- a good
Of
warehouse
course
has a
it does.
Car park. So
You know,
Not
for-
only is Chinny unconcerned with your aesthetic preferences, he actively works against them.
So this is my warehouse. So I'm on the. This is like a bird's eye view, like a map of the server. Can you see this on the screen now? Will you see it soon?
Not yet.
we will do in a minute. We
So-
will do in a
So you
minute.
get a better.
We're looking
idea.
at just the three of us right now.
Right. Yeah. So I've got this sort of map of the server, and this is my warehouse, right?
Yes.
And then
can
to
see it
the
now,
to
yeah.
the right of it, I dug out this big square, and this was lush green, and it was right next to the castle, and everybody was happy. And I thought, you know what? It just needs a car park. I just think this warehouse needs a car park.
Yeah, it's a big warehouse, man. Lots of employees.
So
Mm.
yeah, I'm yeah. So basically, I got an official complaint. Me and a work colleague have been writing official lawyer letters that we use ChatGPT to write. By the way, of we're
Nice.
very unhappy of this car park that has been placed in the server. So yeah, and we had to agree on a divide between our properties. So I have been
Now that you've built a huge series of eyesores, now
Yeah.
you'll agree to have
So
a divide.
The thing is, the challenging thing is that I work with artists, right? Like
Yes.
actual artists.
People who
so-
care about how things
that's
look.
why those look cool. You know what I mean?
when
And yours looks
so I'm going to zoom
square.
over to this is a young woman called Sarah's tower. This is her tower, right?
It's nice.
And it's,
Your mic's real quiet, by
very-
the way, Chinny.
Looks
Turn
I
looks
don't know why.
whimsical. Looks very whimsical.
So this is her tower. She's an actual artist. She makes things look
Yeah.
fantastic. So
It does look fantastic.
I feel like it's
Yeah, it
my
does.
responsibility to sort of just ruin the aesthetic a little bit.
Make everything look
So
shit.
you're a
around it,
troll
is that
on
what
your
you're
own
saying?
Minecraft
No,
server.
but
You're
the
trolling your employees.
in a way, because this was big hilly grassy stuff, but in a way, isn't it beautiful? in a sort of brutalist way, isn't it? Sort of like
Just have a gray box?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
to me. It's
To be
not.
fair, he
find
has
it
made it
beautiful?
quite aesthetic inside of it. He's done stuff.
No, he
inside
just
to make
hasn't
it
yet
less boxy.
paved over those trees. That wasn't a decision.
No,
to,
no.
like,
The
keep
trees
that.
were the decision. Yeah, the trees were a decision. Yeah,
Why would you
Yeah,
keep
it's still
trees
stuff.
inside of
because
it?
that's my tree
'Cause he
farm.
wants it. Yeah, it's a tree farm.
Tree farm? What do you need wood for?
For everything, decoration, for chests.
Decoration? What the
See?
fuck have you
Decoration.
decorated? What are you talking
Che-
about? It's all gray. It's all stone.
Do you know how many chests are in that fucking storage area? You know how much
Yeah,
wood I
I've
need
seen
for
There's
that?
no
that
other
storage
trees
area.
around there. Fine, whatever. You have a tree farm.
Yeah, I have a little tree farm.
But that's not for
of course he
aesthetics.
does.
That's again, it's another
Function.
factory.
Functional. It's
Yeah.
functional.
If he
But
can put her
also-
beneath ground, and maybe he will.
I am upset about
That'd
how
be lady.
nice the trees make the warehouse look, so I'm going to make it look a little
Yeah.
uglier.
Yeah, you
somehow.
need them dead. You
Just
need
put a
dead
wall in
trees.
front of the trees,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes. So
or a wall
know,
of flame.
But I've been doing things in Minecraft I've never done. So learning how to make farms and
What,
and-
like making a prison camp for cows? Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
yeah. But also just
Wow.
like things like the crafter block, Duke. Like I've never used that before, and
I don't. You ever use crafter blocks?
so I love doing all that stuff. I love like making like automated farms and stuff.
Such a nerd.
I think it's so cool. So that's cool. And then if you look over here, like other people on the server, they're making Phil is copying me and making like a bottomless pit of his own, because Phil also shares the
Everybody
same.
wants to be cool like
He's
Jimmy.
also made a
bottomless pit.
He's also made a McDonald's,
And sorry, the thinking is that you have a bottomless pit. People who come to visit you will fall into it.
it's just cool to look at, isn't it?
Well, it's not going to fall in because it's
just
a
cool,
big
isn't it?
pit. Yeah,
It's
you're
just
not going
cool.
to fall in because it's massive. You can see it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So safe to say, I have been unapologetically playing Minecraft. Now, I said that 2026 was going to be the year of Nintendo, and I decided that I still will do that.
Nintendo and Minecraft.
No, I still will do that. I still will stick with Nintendo. But for the first time ever, I've just gone, you know what? I'm just going to play what I want to play without the pressure of like playing something
Yes.
new for the podcast.
I agree.
And I'm
Let's
just
all play what we
I'm
wanna play.
doing something. Don't worry, I will flip back to how I usually am, where I'm like I want to play new and current stuff. But I'm like I'm just gonna play Minecraft for as long as I give a shit about it, and I'm not gonna apologise for it. And to be this,
No, I don't think you should.
To-
I think it's fine. It's
to
been
be-
interesting.
But
I'll
what
be
about
honest,
when
I've-
Stu starts to get mad that you haven't played any new things?
No,
What
it's
would
fine.
you
Do you know why? Do you know why it's fine? Because it's been a bit of an eye opener into Chinny's psyche today.
yeah,
Well, it is this week, but next week you're gonna be like,
Yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
you played. Fuck, I can't play something.
Sorry,
else."
played. Fucking
Yeah.
hell, have you not finished that car
If-
park yet?
if
That's what I'll be saying.
if the question ever comes up of like you could only play one game, you're stuck on an island, or you can only get one game, it would be Minecraft. I think. I think.
Minecraft is a good shout though, because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is fairly endless,
It's
isn't it? I
just-
mean,
it's
there is an end, but you can play it forever. Really.
I just love like how much like how different it is for everybody. Like, and because
Yeah.
one of the lads who's on this server, he streams it on Twitch as well. Like he sometimes I watch him on Twitch. Like he's streaming and it's like he's playing a different game. Do you know what I mean? Like he's playing like a whole different game.
Yeah.
And then I watched Sarah play it at work, and she was sort of playing it on her lunch, and I was like, "You're playing a different game to me, like and Phil. Like it's completely different." She was just on a boat, riding a boat along the lake, just looking around. I was like, "I've never even done that." So it's just total freedom, and I'm really really enjoying it. This is probably the third obsession of Minecraft I've ever had, and this is probably the deepest obsession with Minecraft I've ever had.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So-
Crazy.
and it's good fun.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
It's good fun, and it helps that you get to see the people who you share the server with almost every day. You know what I mean? That's quite a nice.
Yeah,
It's
because
quite- 'cause you can come in and-
developments.
Over Christmas, we were like, "Oh, did you go in? Yeah, I did this and I did that." And I was like, "I haven't seen that." And then like we talk about it a bit.
So, just out of interest, what's the opinion on the cow slaughterhouse then?
Well, it wasn't popular. However,
I'll bet it wasn't.
I'm
I mean, what
building.
did Sarah think, for instance?
Sarah is choosing to ignore it. Also, there's another person in our server, Preeti. She's an animal lover. She loves animals in real life.
Oh, I bet that didn't go down well.
So she had a horse in a pit because she didn't know how to tame the horse. So I ran over and I was very helpful.
I'll show you how to kill it.
No. I ran over and I said, "Here's a saddle for the horse, right? Now you can tame the horse and you can ride the horse. Don't ask how I got the leather for that saddle, though, because it ain't
Well, that's the
good."
thing, man. Like a lot of the stuff in this game is much harder if you're going to carry over your animal rights ideology into the game. I would prefer to grow potatoes and eat off that than kill a bunch of cows, but you know, it's also virtual cows, so like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, but Preeti is playing it completely different to me. She's just building a house and using pink roof and all this sort of stuff, and Sarah's building this like enchantment tower, and Phil's building a bamboo farm so he can craft wood out of nothing, out of bamboo, and yeah, like totally different
creative stuff going on.
It's cool. It's just fun. We're all having fun, and it does really give you an insight of how everybody's mind works.
Of course.
Yeah, well, we found out how your mind works tonight,
yeah,
haven't we?
I suppose I just think I sort of err on the side of comedy.
Psycho.
It's just comedy.
Well,
pure comedy.
I mean, that's just efficiency.
It is efficiency, but it's
Yeah,
not.
that's how
going
Jeffrey
for
Dahmer started
leather.
probably being cruel to animals. Can we just say?
Probably. No, but I'm really enjoying it, and I'm not going to apologise for playing Minecraft constantly
Nor should
for the
you.
last.
No, should
probably-
you? No, that's
I've been-
fine.
Great game.
I've been playing Minecraft.
It makes me
for
want to
about-
play more Minecraft.
For about a month, I've been playing Minecraft, and I did think about should we do a VG server, but I'm like, it's going to divide my time away from my Amazon factory.
No, I think you'll be fine doing this one, Ginny. You know, you've got
If
a big
anybody's
project
listening
going
that
on
wants
there.
to play with the veteran gamers, we can go to another. There's another server. Like I'm on several servers. We could just pick a spot on one of those. There's no need to make our
Yeah.
own server. If you got Java, holler at me. Duke. I mean, I think I'm Duke Scath with 2 A's on Minecraft. So.
Okay.
Anyway, anything else to say about Minecraft, Ginny?
It's pretty good.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
also
it's
I'm
pretty
very
good.
I'm very scared of the Nether, and
Yeah, I don't fuck with it.
I've never even been to the end.
Make sure you got some gold clothing, or else the pigs will attack you.
Yeah,
on sight.
I figured that out. But the end, the end world, like I've never.
Yes,
I've
I've never even been to the end.
I want to go there because I want the wings, but
Okay.
I
The
can't do
Elytra.
it. Yeah.
See, that's another thing about playing on a modded server is that like people sell Elytra and you get it if you vote for the server.
Oh
and stuff.
really?
Yeah, Elytra's a piece of. You should join me on one of these servers. They're fun.
Yeah, I should do.
But
No, he hasn't got time for that.
Yeah, I've got a
Jesus,
warehouse to build.
All right, so moving on. I played a game called Accident, and this requires a visual aid. So, Chinny, I sent you a picture, and I would love for
yes.
you to put that on the
Yeah,
stream.
I can do that.
My dad's birthday was not too long ago. He passed when he was 50 years old. When I was 16, so he would be older than that now. Anyway, he was awesome for a lot of different reasons. He was the one who got me started on video gaming because we had like a Tascam tiny little, chiclet keyboard computer with the cassette tapes back in the day. But he had an Apple IIe in his computer lab at the University of Florida. So anyway, he was a professor of mechanical engineering at the University of Florida, and then he left that position to start a consulting firm where he became an accident reconstructionist. Yeah, so people would get into horrible traffic wrecks, and they would hire my dad. The lawyers would hire him to figure out who crossed the middle line, or would the person have lived if they had had a seatbelt on, and so forth and so on. So there's this game called Accident, and if Chinny would put that on the screen, that'll be awesome.
By the way, can I
Because
just say your dad looks like a very brainy guy.
he was a very brainy guy, smart.
He looks
I
like he
got
just
some of
looks
his-
like a brainy guy. You know, if
Yes,
you said,
I
"What's a
got some
brainy
of
guy
his-
look like?"
Yes, I got some of his smart genes. I did not get his science genes, unfortunately. Science is total mystery to me. But I did get his waistband. Ha! Anyway,
What about
so he
his
was
handsome good looks? What happened there?
No, absolutely not. So anyway, he was an accident reconstructionist. So this game Accident, I was very excited for because, I mean, not that excited because I didn't buy it full price, but I put it on my wish list when they had it on the summer or the winter sale. I was like, all right, it's time to take a chance on this game. Because what you do in this game is you go to accident sites and you figure out what happened. Well, that's part of what this game is about. Mostly what this game is about is providing assistance to the injured when an accident has just happened. So first of all, it's in this frame of like, there's a DVD and you put it on and you put on your virtual headset and you arrive right when the accident started. I don't know why we need that other than why is this person driving around to different accident sites, I suppose. The game kind of sucks. Like it's just
Oh,
you have
no.
to set the first thing you have to do is set up hazard triangles so that people avoid the spot. Not that there's any cars coming through, but that's the first thing you do. And like in some of the accident sites, I can't figure out where the other triangle goes. And I'm just running around with this triangle in my hand trying to figure out where to put it. And I'm like, this kind of sucks. And then you got to like check each person and see if they're breathing and shake them and obstruct things. And like if they have a piece
What,
of
in
tree
VR?
sticking out of them. Well, I mean, the VR framework is just so that you can get into each scenario. You're not actually doing it. And it's not actually a VR game. It's just
Okay.
like the Animus in Assassin's Creed, like takes you don't actually go to Venice. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but
that's the
if this
same
accident's
framework.
already occurred, how are you gonna save the people who were involved in the accident?
I don't
That
know.
sounds a
It
bit
doesn't
weird.
matter. None of it makes sense. The point is, you go around, and if the person has a bit of a tree sticking out of them, then you pull it out, or you like put pressure on it, whatever. You heal the person, and you have to call 999 or whatever fucking number y'all call over there. And then
112. Yeah.
no, it's not 112. I think it's in like mainland Europe or something, in Slovenia or something. Anyway,
Yeah, it's 112.
and then once you
112 in Europe.
okay, well maybe it's one. I don't. Whatever. Anyway, the point is, it's not 911 the way Americans call.
No.
Oh, it is 112. You're right. It's on the screen. Anyway, so, well, there was another accident that had a different number, I guess. So it's all over the place. Anyway, the point is that once you help people, then you get to figure out what happened. So there's like, but it's not like you're really doing any detective work. It's just there's stuff that's glowing, and you go over and you just like, oh, the tree log fell off the truck, and then another thing will say tree log went through front windshield, and then another one says tree log forced guy off road, and then you have to figure out, okay, the tree obviously fell off the truck. That was the first thing, and then it drove the dude off the road, and then this person swerved to miss him, and then they drove into the wall or whatever.
Cool.
So it's
job.
just arranging things.
You've got
and it's just-
superhuman strength. You just lifted a whole massive tree.
Hey, Chinny lifts trees all day in Minecraft.
Yeah, wow.
But then I was on a second mission, and it was like, or the third one, and it was like on a road in Siberia or Russia or something. And then like this car was buried in debris, like iron girders and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And then like, after futzing with it for a while, I finally figured out how to like move some of the debris, and then I could roll down the window for the passenger and ask her if she's okay. And there was no response. And then it's like, okay, now go check out the guy in the other car. And by that time, there was almost no time left. It was like, so-and-so freeze to death. I was like,
This game, I'm done.
Yeah, it doesn't sound much fun, does it? It sounds
Yeah.
like an unfun version of the Obra Dinn. Because that's kind of
I
a
mean,
game
maybe.
where you have to reconstruct stuff, but in a fun
Yeah.
way.
again, this was not just a letdown because the game wasn't fun, although that was a letdown. Like I thought, oh, finally we have a video game that will kind of let me kind of do the thing that my dad did for a living.
Yeah.
And that's not what
This is your
happened
dad's like
Oh,
truck simulator, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah.
here. Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, whatever. Like some people really like it and more power to them. I found it kind of tedious, and the fact that there's a timer like on the side of the screen, it'll be like health remaining, driver 1, driver 2, driver 3.
Yeah.
And especially the one in Russia where it's like wintry and everyone's passed out and there's cars you got to watch out for because I got run over once. I was just like, you know what?
I've got to say, it looks pretty cool. I mean, the environment.
Yeah, graphics are fine. And I like the
it does
fact
look
that you
good.
can generally, you know, it's stuff glowing that you need to touch. So that I don't really mind that.
I was
And
gonna-
the
I was gonna,
process
like-
of actually
I was going to mock it for like, a game where you have to recreate one of the most horrible moments that anybody could ever. But then I think about like actually, like war and shooting people. Like these are all
that's-
horrible
yeah,
moments.
exactly. Call of
So,
Duty, Battlefield.
Yeah. so-
Crime
feel
scene.
like- I think this is more realistic though. That's probably the problem.
It is.
Apart
more
from
realistic.
lifting trees. Apart from lifting
Well, I
trees.
don't know about your pussy ass, but I can lift it.
What do you do at the gym, Stu?
Mm.
So that's
I don't lift
accident.
trees.
All right, what you
Uh,
got,
s-
Stu?
No, you need to carry on. I've only got a couple of things, so you carry on. You got
Okay.
all
Come
this
on,
stuff.
Luke.
Well, I'm just going to talk about one
Carry
more, and then
on.
I'm going to save one for next time.
Okay.
Undusted. I played a demo for a game called Undusted.
Oh, okay.
Roger, go, and we're dusted. Get up. Left field, classic. Anyway, so have you ever looked at a game like House Flipper and said to yourself, okay,
Oh,
I see
yeah.
cleaning up this house, but what if it were just little objects in the house? Huh? Chinny, you remember these cute, heartwarming games where there's somebody like coming home to a house they haven't been to in a while, and they're reminiscing about the life that fell apart with them and their mom, and doesn't that sound wonderful and charming?
Something like they
Sounds
didn't get on with their mom or
amazing.
something like. I don't know.
Probably. We don't know. We don't really have much of the story yet. We just know that in the objects, that's where life is lived.
Yeah, it is. It's true. You got very
Anyway,
uncomfortably close to the
it's an
camera.
object cleaning game, and you have a sponge, you have a brush, and it's what it says on the tin. It's kind of pixel graphics because you zoom in on the thing and it's like pixely, so it's a little hard to tell where the dirt is. And I'm so used to Power Wash Simulator where it's like, I guess that would have been a better example to connect this game to, but it's Power Wash Simulator for tiny objects. And I'm so addicted to Power Simulator that you push the button and it highlights the dirt.
Yeah.
This game don't got that. And I'm just like, and it, once you get to like 98%, it's like finish up. And I'm like, no, I want to get to 100%, but I can't tell exactly where the dirt is. So I'm cleaning the thing like 4 times. And it's just ridiculous.
Is it satisfying? Because Power Wash is satisfying.
It is. Yeah. It's as satisfying as Power Wash to an extent.
Okay.
It's the same basic concept. Like here's a thing, clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the graphics are decent.
You really need to
Yes.
play more Crime Scene Cleaner because that's
I do.
so much
That's
more
true. Once I
satisfying.
finish, I
love
figure
that
once I
part.
finish Power Wash Simulator, I'll go on to Crime Scene Cleaner. 'Cause why
Yeah,
not?
it's so good, so good.
The cutscenes in this are a little tedious. Again, like I want to clean things, not watch a tense conversation between teenage girl and her mom when she doesn't feel like doing what her mom says. When I get to hear teenagers complain about their parents every day at school. So maybe it's
Yeah.
me.
And also, Power Wash doesn't have that, does it? It's just silly.
Power Wash says,
No.
clean my farm. It's covered in shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few cats here and there,
Nice.
but that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it's cute. If it's on sale for $2, maybe I'll get it. I didn't throw it on my wish list.
I'll be honest, Power Wash Simulator is a lot to answer for because there's so many copycat games now, isn't there? Of that?
Well, sure, but I think it's people
And
recognizing
iterations,
that sometimes.
iterations.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like, hey, the nice thing to do is like clean a thing, or like it's satisfying to just achieve a goal that's not murder everything, or
Yeah,
whatever.
I like the one where you had to fix things. You had to fix electrical
Yeah.
goods.
Yeah, some assembly
was good.
required. That was great.
Yeah, some assembly required. I really like that. That was
Yeah.
a good little game. I've only got one other game to talk about. I have got something else, but I've not played enough of it to really talk about it. Which is The Seance of Blake Manor. So The Seance of Blake Manor.
Yes,
Okay.
I know what this is.
So it's
Yep.
it's kind of a first-person adventure game.
It's a blueprint like.
and- well, it
Oh.
blueprints, but it also reminds me a lot of The Last Express. You remember The Last Express?
No.
So The Last Express was like a rotoscope game set on a train where someone's been murdered, and you have to try and figure out who got who the murderer is.
Right.
But like Seance at Blake Manor, it's all kind of set in a timescale. So you've only got till midnight, I think it is, the following day. To figure out who the murderer, or whether this person's been murdered at all. So there's
There's been a murder.
you've received a letter saying a lady called Evelyn Dean has gone missing.
Lady
and
Evelyn
it's all-
Dean has gone missing.
Evelyn Dean, and it's all about collecting clues. So it is Blueprints looking, I suppose, but it isn't Blueprints gameplay. So the gameplay is more akin to gathering evidence.
But isn't
and
there like
working
a
out-
time thing, like every time you look at something, or
Not so much the time thing, but you've only got so much time to solve it. So you only
Right.
have until midnight the following night to solve it.
Okay.
So you've got to
But
kind of
doesn't
talk
time
to
go down
everybody.
every time you look at something?
Yes,
Right.
yeah. So it does do that. So that's how time passes within the game.
Sort of how like
Um,
blueprints when you walk into a room. It counts
well, I
down.
guess, but the puzzles are very much different.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's,
yeah,
it's
I'm
not
not-
like
I'm not-
random
yeah, yeah,
rooms
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. So mechanically, it's a whole
But that's
lot
why I
different
say
than
a
that.
blueprint, and it sort of looks like blueprint as well. It's not
Yeah,
nice.
it does have a look of it graphically and an artistic style. Yeah, it does. But it's all voice acted, so there's loads of characters. Some of it is and some of it isn't. It's a bit weird. So sometimes you'll speak to someone and it's voice acted, then halfway through a conversation, they'll stop speaking and it'll just be typed.
Oh, okay.
So the voice acting itself is all right. It's not going to win any Oscars for voice acting or dialogue, but it's all right. It's passable. And it's kind of fun so far. I'm only playing the demo. It is in the they're having a sale on detective games at the moment, so I am tempted to buy it. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. So yeah, it seems quite intriguing. And you've got to collect evidence, and then it all goes into evidence things in your journal.
All right.
And then you've got to put everything together to work out stuff. But it's quite clear, and like your goals are really clear. It tells you what you've got to do next. So if you start looking at something or go down a line of inquiry, as it were, you know what to do. It's not. It's kind of walking simulator-ish, but it does have a little bit more to it than that. So yeah, I think it's definitely my kind of game because I do like these types of games.
Yeah.
Word.
So I probably will pick this up and then play it at some point while it's cheap.
Yeah, why not?
Sale. So yeah.
Okay,
I'd
so
give
is it time for the thing?
A tentative thumbs up so far.
Tentative thumbs up on the Blake Manor Ghost
The
Seance.
Seance of Blake Manor.
Yes.
Yes, time for the thing, which is to play my game of the bitchy bitch.
Come on, baby.
Play my game, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Books. I'm looking at my credit card purchases. Books. Donation to worthy causes. Books. Hulu. Books. Video games.
Dookie loves his bookie books.
Yeah, he
right.
does. All right, so
yeah,
this week,
Sorry, I gotta
Stu
go.
said you're gonna play Cairn. Chinny has to go
Can't
because
wait.
his kid is stabbing someone out front in the garden.
Yes, she is. She's
Yes.
got a
So
knife.
we're not gonna be able to see the Cairn video.
And to be fair, I was setting up my PC for the show, and 2 minutes to 8:30, I saw Chinny suddenly play. Chinny is playing Kern. Just
Well,
came
yeah.
up, so
I mean, he asked on the
so-
thing with like 20 minutes left.
So
Hey,
what I'm
what-
thinking is he's nothing to say about it anyway. Is my
Well,
suspicion.
maybe not.
Suspicion. Can I just say
Suspicion. Well, why don't you talk about what you thought first?
Suspicion.
Be as
so
visually descriptive as possible because the people
I
on the stream
will.
ain't seeing nothing.
That's right.
Yeah.
I got to the end of the demo, so I played the whole
Oh,
demo,
snap. Not me.
and I really like this game. I really like
Okay.
it. It's very detailed. It is a bit
It's a
quappy.
climbing game. For those who don't know,
It's
I
a
was going to
climb-
mention
yeah, by
Quap.
the way.
Yeah.
It's a bit quappy, but not in a. It's a. I feel like it's quap, but not meant to be quap.
It's
is
probably
my
not meant to
opinion.
be quap. The reason I'd
not
say
meant
it's
to be
quappy is
quap.
because each time you basically move one limb at a time and you basically rotate through all four, and it's a climbing, so you have to put your hand wherever the highest handhold is, and then you put your leg, you try to get your foot into a foothold, and then you can move up a little bit, et cetera, et cetera.
The problem with the demo is it doesn't tell you a whole lot when you go into it. It gives you the very, very basics. But
Yes.
once you get to the first bivouac, that gives you once you get in there, you can work out way more stuff. It doesn't even tell you really how you put a pinton in. It just sometimes it automatically appears put a pinton in, but it doesn't tell
Well,
you
at
how
the
to
end of the
choose one.
second or third training, I choose them, but like, yeah, eventually it was like, hey, put a pinton in. And once I got that, I was like, okay, when I was actually
Yeah.
doing the walls,
Up on the
I was like,
D-pad,
okay,
it doesn't
pintons are
really
gonna be
tell you much.
useful. Yeah.
It doesn't tell you if you press right on the D-pad, you chalk your hands, which is very helpful for grip.
I did not know.
So it doesn't
that,
really
yeah.
tell you. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't really tell you that. And it doesn't tell you if you go, I think it's left on the D-pad, you drink some water or something. So there's lots of things it doesn't do a great job of telling you that you need to do.
Yeah.
So that would be my main criticism of the demo. But from a climbing perspective, I really, really liked it. I like the fact that once you get to proper rock faces, there's very little to give you an idea of where you can hold and where's the best place to put your feet. You've just got to work
Yep.
it out as you go up.
You know what
And
I like in a
also,
climbing game? You know what I
Yeah.
like in a climbing game?
What do you like?
Indications of where you should hold things.
No.
Put your feet.
No,
Yes.
what I really liked.
I like when you
before-
can't tell where to stab the monster, and
No.
you can't.
What I
it
really
tells you.
like. No, but if you can work it out, but you've got to. What I like to do.
You can work it
is
out. I ain't working out shit.
Zoom out and look at the routes
I'm
up
done.
and work out
I'm not zooming
the best
nothing.
route up the
I'm
mountain.
trying to
I'm like,
work
right,
out
where
the
do I need
best.
to- and it was-
Plan my
do you know what?
approach to this particular. No.
Getting to the end.
Scrabble up the wall.
Getting to the end of the whole demo, because the final cliff that you climb is pretty big, so it's a pretty big cliff face. And when I
I
got
did
to
the
top of
bivouac. So is
there-
it that one after the bivouac, the gray one? There's a little, looks like a water
No,
fountain.
no,
at the
no,
beginning?
no. So the
There's another
very
one
first
after that?
bivouac is so after the training bit, you come to a bivouac, don't you? And you can go in your tent there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you go up another cliff face, and then there's another bivouac there, and you can go in that. And then there's a third cliff face, which is really, really tall. And that's the main one. I mean, the one after the first bivouac is quite easy to get up, so that wasn't a problem. But
Oh, thanks.
the third one was pretty tricky.
To be fair, I think if this game had one thing that was different, if they could put in one thing, I think it would make the game a lot more fun.
Which
An
is what?
elevator
Oh no!
or
get
a
over
grappling hook. Then I just and then
I
one of
I
them
am
things in Clear
definitely-
Obscure, just with the glove, just zoom, fly over.
I am definitely gonna buy this day one.
Someone
what
should
was
make a
quite
mod
cool?
for that, for this game, where it's like just and you
Just
just
an
shoot a
elevator.
grappling hook.
Do you know what was cool? Do you know what was cool? Because on the final one, I fell off multiple times, right? And obviously, if you've done a rope, that's fine until you whack the rock face, and then that takes health off you. But my fucking feet and fingers were in shreds, like bleeding, like really not great. And as a result, my stamina was so low that I would like try and start climbing again. I would instantly fall off again because I just couldn't grip. And she even like, oh, my hands are killing me or whatever. So I went back down the mountain. So you can I rappelled down from the Pinton that I'd put in. Is it Pinton or Pitten? I can never remember.
I think it's
But
Pinton.
anyway, whatever it is, Pinton. I rappelled down to the bottom of the mountain, went back to the bivouac. You could still stay attached to the rope, which was kind of cool. So I didn't have to pull it all back in. Got
Yeah,
inside.
it's Pitton, by the way, Piton.
Yeah, I thought it might be Pitton. Then I rewrapped all the tape on my fingers. So I did that. I also drank water, filled all that back up, made sure that was fine. And then I've created more chalk so you can get your little robot buddy to make chalk for you. So I got him to make me more chalk. What else did I do? I did about 3 or 4 different things. I had a rest
Repair your
to get the stamina back and everything, my health back up. And then I went back out, climbed up, and I fucking conquered that bitch after I'd done all that stuff, man. Not a fucking problem. And I was
Yay!
But I really liked it. This is my kind of game where you can choose your route. You have to look for little handholds. You have to check where you're going. I'm really impressed with this. This one was really great for me, and I love the way it looked, by the way, and I like the story thing. You know, what I mean, I like the graphics were great. The voice acting was really good. I'm pretty looking forward to this. I put it on my wish list as soon as this thing comes out. If there's a pre-order on discount, I'll probably do it. Yeah, I really like her, and I was like, yeah, this is really good. So that's my thoughts anyway.
More power to you.
More power to you.
Not me. I didn't have a good time with it. I mean, the first few bits were fine. I think in all honesty, I think if there were, if there's a mode, and maybe there is, or there will be in the full game, where, noobs like me don't have to kind of guess where to put your hands, and it's like, here's the spot. I might have stuck with it, but as it is, I just didn't.
And then at the end, by the way, a little bit Super Meat Boy-esque. It shows you the routes you took, so it shows you everywhere you went from leaving the training bit.
Yeah.
So it has like a little line showing you when you went up and down, when you went back to the bivouac, where you went up the rock faces. I just really liked it. I was just like, I like the fact that you can walk around, look for the best route, check all the walls out. Like, oh yeah, the rock face here looks a bit more. There's more handholds here, so I'm going to go on this bit. The thing you got to watch for is just sometimes when you're halfway up, the angles. Sometimes it shows you think it's something you can stand on, but it's actually an overhang or whatever. So it's not actually. It's not in. It's out. It's not an innie. It's an outie. But other than that. And sometimes a weird leg movement. It's the legs that look a bit weird. Sometimes.
Well, yeah, and I mean, clearly twisting your ankle on top of your face
in ways that you could never do in real life. Yeah, in ways you could never do.
But whatever, it's in the service of the game, and it doesn't really matter. So.
And you can, by the way, What I found was, oh, by the way, yes, no, yeah, no, dude, no,
wait, hang on, everybody.
It doesn't. You said it doesn't show you where handholds are. Now. In the settings, there is a setting. It doesn't show you where handholds are, but when you're on a handhold, that's fine. It, like a little square comes up to show you that it's an all right place to put your hand or your foot.
Yeah, well, good to know. I'm
So
not going
it
to
doesn't- it
reinstall
doesn't-
it in order to play with that. but-
Yeah, I'm gonna say it doesn't actually show you handholds, but it does give you a guide. Like, yeah, you're fine to put your foot there or whatever, or your hand there because it's a grip.
Fair enough.
So you can change stuff in the settings to make it slightly easier.
Let the world know, people. You can make it more fun if you're like me and you don't love climbing games. That you might enjoy this climbing game if you turn on the setting. That makes it less tedious.
I think this is one of those games though that's gone for sort of hard realism. Apart from the floppy stuff. It doesn't want to make it easy for you because the whole point is it's a challenge. And it felt great when I did get to the top of the
I'm
big
sure
one, I
once
was
you
like,
get to the top,
yeah,
feel good.
yeah.
So is it more satisfying to reach the top in this or in peak?
I don't know. We never reached the top in peak, did we?
Well, we reached some
did.
of the summits. We didn't
did.
reach the top.
Similar feeling, but more complicated to get there.
Sure.
So yeah,
Word.
I like Peak for that reason as well. I think this is going to do well. I'm going to predict this will do quite well because I think it's a good sort of, not a simulator because it's not really a simulator, but I like the realism of it.
Well, it's a lot more realistic than any other climbing game I've ever seen. So.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I'm going to go for it. Right, Chinny's still not back, but we have got a little bit of news. I've got some news for you, Duke.
Oh, snap.
Putting news first.
When he comes back, he can give that deciding vote on Cairn.
Yeah. Now you're gonna like this, Duke, because it's Jeff Bezos news. It's Jeff Bezos news.
Stay away from this idiot. Go ahead. What's he done now?
So he's been doing a bit of a talk and stuff. Saying what he thinks is gonna happen in tech over the next few years.
Man,
so
we don't hear enough from him on that.
His take on tech. So basically, he said this. DRAM shortages could persist for some time now. Now, we've seen this happening, where RAM is ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
And what old Jeffy boy is saying, due to AI and GPT, and Gemini and Copilot and all this shit that's going on, right? We're going to go from buying a PC, so you won't buy a PC anymore. You will just do cloud computing. So,
I don't necessarily hate that. The thing is, we got to remember that people need AI because, for instance, Chinny had the impossible to take any other approach this week of using AI to write fake legal letters to his friends and coworkers about their make-believe Minecraft properties. So we got to have AI for that. That's a good use of all this processing and computing power and the water and the energy.
So basically, this is what he said. He said, at a time, that's what everyone did. If a hotel wanted electricity, they had their own electric generator. I looked at this and I thought, this is what computation is like today. Everyone has their own data center. Yes. Interestingly, you continue to say that's not gonna last. It makes no sense. You're gonna buy compute off the grid.
That's fine, because that's what we do with, cloud storage is, and nobody has storage in there. People have thumb drives and stuff, but for the most part, I basically live in the cloud at this point. Like all my documents,
photos, documents,
videos, for the most part, music, like it's all in the cloud. So, I can totally see computing power going that way. Why not?
But he's basically said Ramageddon. So the RAM thing was just going to accelerate
the transition to this isn't the problem. The problem is that it's a bunch of wealthy oligarchs making the choices for us, telling us you're gonna use AI for everything. You're gonna do it this way.
Well, this isn't. No, he's not saying AI is going to be doing this. He's just saying.
No, I know. I'm saying it's another example of the companies making the choices for us. I would like for us to make choices for ourselves. That's what I would prefer.
They're basically saying that PCs and laptops in general are going to become so extortionately expensive due to all this stuff going on that the only way you'll be able to use one
we
is
could
by
regulate
renting.
things and make it so that normal humans can buy these things instead of just the data center companies.
Yeah.
What a revolutionary notion, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what we had up until this point.
Right. So what I'm saying is we should bring it back.
Carry on with the normal stuff, but that's probably, I'm going to be honest, not going to happen at this point in time.
Not with that attitude.
So we're going to have to rent a PC online.
Well, like I said, I don't necessarily mind, having access to computing. The question is how they do it. Because the nice thing about buying a computer is you buy it, you have it, you're done. But if they make it into another service you got to pay for, and then it's like,
Well, it
oh,
will be.
you
It'll be
can
a
compute
subscription model,
20
won't
things
it?
a week, and then it's like, oh, you can
Well, it
upgrade.
won't be that.
You see that?
I think.
Did you see
it'll
the Black
be-
Mirror episode with Rivermind? That's where all this is leading, and that's the nightmare.
I think it'll be if you want a PC just for bog standard shit, it'll be this much a month. If you want one that plays video games, it'll be this much a month. If you want one,
And then the
that
question
does
is,
everything
how
with bells
much
and whistles,
over
it'll
a
be
period
this
of
much a
time
month.
is it that cost as much or more than what we have now, or you buy your computer? Because I'm not complaining about this current setup I got. So
Yeah, but and this is the thing, they won't be comparing to it what you've paid for your PC now. They'll be comparing it to what you'll pay for a PC then.
and again,
So if
yeah, like once upon a time you bought a phone, you had it at your home, click, done. Yeah. Now it's like, first of all, you need to buy a new phone every 2 years. Mine is starting to become useless because it's old. It's not that old, but they want me to get a new one. And
Yeah,
you gotta
but-
have your plan all the time. You keep upgrading your plan.
But the
Everything's
phones
certain.
will be affected by all this stuff as well. So you won't be
Of
able
course
to
they
buy
will.
phones because they'll be affected by the memory shortage too. This is going to affect pretty much every
Yes.
technology that we
computer
currently
related,
use, from
yes, absolutely.
computers, gaming
Agreed.
consoles,
Yes.
handheld gaming consoles,
Yeah.
mobile phones,
Yeah.
anything that has memory inside of it. Smart tellies, smart TVs will be affected. Cars, because all cars use pretty much computers inside of them now. Pretty
Or
much
maybe there will be a
everything we
boom
use.
in non-smart technology. That'd be cool if we
Well,
saw
that's what
suddenly a
will
bunch of
happen.
car makers being like, "Fuck it, we don't need a computer in our car." Like, it works
Yeah.
fine. without a computer.
Anything that has memories in will be affected. So anything that uses RAM in any
Memory.
way, shape, or form is. I don't think people realize the extent this is going to affect our daily lives in the next.
Maybe
few
you could go out
years.
on the street corner with a sandwich board on, being like,
I
"Wake
need
up,
to.
sheeple!"
I
Yeah.
need to, because people are going to walk around oblivious thinking they can buy their Apple phones and they're still only going to cost them $1,000 instead of the fact that they're probably going to cost $1,500, $2,000 for an Apple phone in the future.
Yes.
You know, this shit's going to get expensive real fast. Once
Tell
current
'em about
stock
it.
runs out, it's going to jump up in price.
Yes.
So, yeah, hold on to your shit, people, because shit's going to get real. There you
Yeah.
go. That's what I'm saying. And Jeff, I agree with Jeff. So Jeff's on the right track here, I reckon. Even though I don't like agreeing with Jeff, I think Jeff knows what he's talking about.
Okay.
Right.
Next news item.
That's it. That's it for news. There is no more news.
Okay. Is it time for email?
It is time for emails. Emails.
I've been walking on clouds and flipping off rainbows on the wings of an email.
Oh, I quite like that one. I liked it.
That's a good one.
I like the
Number
chilled
150.
nature of it.
Yes.
Chilled. Okay, I've got first an apology. An apology
go ahead.
I have got for Armar, because he sent us an email on the 4th of January and I've completely missed it. So we did the
you
Game of the Year
bum.
show, and then I missed it last week as well. And I saw it after we'd finished the show, and I felt really bad. So I am apologising. I
Should.
grovel for your forgiveness, Armar. I am so
Yeah.
sorry. So sorry. But he did entitle this Podcast Questions. Podcast
Okay.
Questions.
Go ahead, hit us.
And
You're
he
going to get
said
2
this.
out of 3 of us answering these questions, unless Jenny
said
comes
this.
back real quick.
Hello, veterans.
Hello, Amar.
A happy Christmas and a Merry New Year to you all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, happy
thanks.
Ramadan, whenever that was.
Happy, yeah. Some things I just need and want the answers to.
Okay.
What was the best present you received and the best present, in your opinion, that you gave?
Is he talking
There
about
you
this
go,
year
so-
or ever?
Yeah, Christmas. Christmas just gone.
The best gift that I gave was a couple of books. We did a Secret Santa thing in my work, and one of the persons said that they really like true crime shows, and so I got them a graphic novel by Brian Michael Bendis called Torso, as well as a book about serial killers in Wisconsin. So they seem to like
Wow.
those. Yeah, sounds fun.
Is there a few? Is there a lot of those? A lot of serial
Not
killers
really
in
a lot,
Wisconsin?
but there's been a few. It's probably more than other states.
Wow.
We got some
Yeah.
psychos here.
Well, I gave one gift which was great.
Yeah.
Okay, and I did, but I sort of arranged it. And one of the other ones was something I helped arrange, but didn't actually make the gift. So
Yep.
yeah. So the gift I gave, which went down an absolute storm, was my daughter Millie still has a CD player in her car. So still a CD player in her car. And she really likes Justin Bieber. I'm sorry about that, but she loves Justin Bieber.
It means you failed as a
And-
parent. That means.
And this year he released not one, but two albums. And one was called Swag, and then the second one was Swag Part 2.
Oh my God, dude! 2006 call. They want their slang back.
Swag.
Swag.
So Swag came out on CD, which her boyfriend bought her for her birthday. So he bought her Swag. But she also wanted Swag 2 on CD, but they didn't release it on CD, so it was only available to stream.
Jeez.
I know. So I did a little bit of searching around, and on eBay, lo and behold, somebody in Australia
Took the stream and they put it on CD.
No, they were selling a promotional copy that they sent to radio stations. So they were sending.
How much did you pay for this Justin Bieber album with
Okay,
shipping?
okay. This is where it gets good, right? So this was on about the 15th, 20th of November. I came across this and I said to Kay, it was 25 Australian dollars.
Wow, I thought it'd be more.
Which works out at about, well, it was about £12.50, 13 quid, right?
Not bad.
Free postage from Australia.
Where?
So I was like, fuck it. I said to Kay, even if it doesn't turn up, I've lost 15 quid or so. So I've just got to risk it. So I ordered it on about, like I say, it was about the 15th of November. I ordered the CD. Kay's like, it's never coming. 10th of December, comes through the door, came. So the swag kind of like, and then we were like, it was just in a plastic thing with an insert, like a cardboard insert in, right? Like this. And it looks, I mean, the actual disc itself's fully printed and everything. So
I love the fact that everybody in Stu's house was waiting with bated breath for the Justin Bieber CD to show up. Think about that sentence and all the different people who are part of this experience of getting really happy and excited when the Justin Bieber CD showed up.
Can I just say, apart from Millie, who obviously had no clue at this point.
Well, she was happy when she saw it, I assume.
So we thought, well, we better check it works. Well, the only working CD player is in Millie's car. Luckily, she was out that day. So we had to sit in her car.
Why is my seat back? I don't know.
I know. Yeah, we didn't dare move anything. We didn't want to know. We didn't want to know when we'd been in there. And it played fine, and it was fine, and it was all the songs and everything. So
you love the music, and Stu was like, Kay was like, all right, it works. Let's get out. And Stu was like, no, I'm playing that song again.
Listen to this jam.
Come on. Yeah.
Fast forward to Christmas Day.
Yes.
And Millie opened it. It was like, oh my God. Yeah, she was, to put it mildly, she was very excited when she opened it.
Yes.
And
because of the
was
Justin Bieber CD.
She did how did you get this? How is this a thing?
And Stu said, guy in Australia. And that was it. He didn't go into a long...
Went to Australia, baby.
Story.
So that's one of them. And then the other one was, I'm going to try and make this as short as possible. So when she was 6 or 7 years old, don't do this.
Let's go back to when Millie was 6. This is the
6 years old.
Yes.
We got her a birthday cake, and someone at work did an Angelina ballerina sugar thing on the top of it, which was really cool. So I took it off before we cut it, put it in a box, and glued it in a box frame so she could have it in her bedroom, right? Thinking that she'd have it for a couple of years, and then it'd get chucked away at some point because
in the river,
sugar.
Yeah. Right.
Fast forward to last year, so she'd had it from being 6 till last year in this box.
Dude.
It was moldy, bits had fallen off it.
Gross.
It was
What the
nasty. It was nasty, right?
Train your daughter how to not keep food garbage in her room.
She cried. When she threw it away, she actually cried about it, right? Because she was like, oh, my darling. So anyway, my
I
brother-in-law's
better listen to this Justin Bieber CD to make me feel better.
exactly. My brother-in-law's an amateur potter. So I actually got him to make a like an Angelina Ballerina pottery.
Very sweet.
And she actually cried again on Christmas Day when she opened it. She proper.
Did you have it
fully
covered
on-
in mold and shit?
No,
order
I
to make it
didn't.
look
It
like
looks.
the other
He
one?
actually did. Can I just say he did a really good job? It's really cool.
All right.
She looks a bit overweight.
It'd
I
be cool
think
if you
it's
had a
like an
picture and then
older-
you could have. You could
Well, I
have
can
Chinny
actually
put
bring it and I could bring it and show it you, but I can't be bothered because it's literally in
Yeah.
the next room. But anyway, suffice to say, he did a good job, and it made her fully cry. So she fully cried when she opened it.
Okay.
So there you go.
So what was the best gift you got?
Best gift I got was off my wife, who bought me a vac packer.
Oh yeah. Huh?
So a vacuum packing machine. My wife.
And you need this
because I'm going to have a go at sous vide cooking.
Sous vide cooking. What is that?
Sous vide cooking. So you cook in a water bath, but what it does is the sous vide.
You're making
machine
soup?
puts it- No, so you do steak and stuff like that. You can do barbecued brisket and stuff in it, but to do a barbecued brisket takes about 28 to 36 hours.
I'm sorry.
takes a
How
long
is this
time.
different from cooking a steak on like a grill or something?
Because you put it in a water bath at about 68 degrees at a steady temperature for about 4 hours.
4 hours, and the benefit
Yeah.
is
It's super tender. So
Okay.
you put it in the water bath, then you take it. So you actually seal it in.
so
a
you're
vacuum
boiling the
first.
steak basically.
No, it doesn't boil because obviously it's Duke. You're an intelligent man. I thought even
Yeah, I
you'd
know.
have known
I'm
that
taking the
boiling point
piss.
is 100 degrees centigrade.
Of course
not
it is. The
68.
point is, so you're just floating it for a while. You're letting the
So you're-
slight
you're
warmth
very
of the
slowly
water
warm
seep into
cooking.
the steak so that it
Correct.
becomes kind of
Super tender.
squishy and watery.
Yeah, exactly. And then,
This is-
because
this
no
is a
water
tasty
goes inside
steak.
it. It's vac packed. It's vac packed.
Okay.
So once it's been in there for 4 hours, you get a really hot pan with hot oil in it, and then you just sizzle the outside of it, and then rare steak, and it melts in your mouth.
Okay. I've never been crazy. I mean, I don't eat steak to begin with, but I mean, hey, look, more power to you. I hope it goes well. I hope you have a good time making your sous vide.
I'm going to make some
squishy
sous
steak.
vide steak. And it's just handy,
Okay.
by the way, it's very therapeutic. You know, when you pack
Welcome
it, so
back,
you've
Ginny.
got any leftover
Oh, Rosie.
leftover meat or chicken breasts or whatever, you just pack them down, shove them in the freezer. Jobs are good, and you don't get any ice crystals all over them.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So there you go.
Chinny,
That was
best
mine.
gift you have got this year, best gift you gave. Go. This is from an RMR email.
Is he listening? Is he muted?
can't hear you.
This year,
You're-
it's only 18 days into the year, isn't it?
Well,
I
this
know,
holiday
I
season.
missed an email. I missed an
Be
email.
literal.
All right.
Quick, Stu just
Came
told
on
a
the
20-minute
4th of
story
Jan.
about getting a
I
Justin
did.
Bieber CD. Bring us to some normalcy, please.
Yeah,
Tell me
yeah,
about a
yeah.
gift you gave.
Please do.
Best gift.
And then I can finally talk about
I
the best gift I got.
I gave my mother-in-law a dash cam. She really wanted that.
Oh, okay.
And I installed it for her. And the best gifts I received was because I don't know really. Like I had like an advent calendar of sweets, Stu. You know, like that wasn't the gift,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like I really wanted it was Swizzler sweets. So you know the love hearts. I love hearts.
Yeah, yeah.
I opened it one day and before I opened it, Tara says, "Can I have whatever it is?" I'm like, yeah. And I opened it. It was love hearts, and I was like, "Oh, I really wanted them," but I gave it to her. And then for Christmas, she
That's
bought me
love right there.
she bought me a big box of different like packets of love hearts, like.
Oh,
because she
that's
felt-
cool.
You knew that you liked that, and you gave it to
Yeah,
her.
I like that. I like that. It's cool.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's good.
Okay. Well, the best gift I got this year, I don't really go for gifts. I don't care about gifts, but Secret Santa works both ways. There's a little questionnaire you fill out ahead of time. And like, I'm often taking the piss on those. So one of the things it asks is, what's your favorite color? And so my Secret Santa said blue, pink, and purple. So I had given them some blue Post-its and blue Post-its and then like pink paper clips and some purple paper clips. Anyway, I put my favorite colors. It's a tie between ultraviolet and infrared. What the fuck is a Secret Santa gonna do with that? Am I right? Like this God, why do you have to answer everything like a joke, Duke? Anyway,
Yeah,
I
Duke.
mentioned that my favorite beverage, among others, is Jarritos, the soda from Mexico. So my Secret Santa, this was awesome. They got me every flavor of Jarritos there is, including a flavor I didn't know
Nice.
existed. They have a flavor called Mexican Cola flavored, and I had never had that before. So
Cool.
for those who are curious, it's basically Coca-Cola, but there's a little grape soda in there too. So it's an interesting flavor.
Bit
It
of a
didn't
kick,
become my
bit of a
favorite.
kick
but
with it. Yeah.
if I find it again, I'll probably have it again because it's rare. So kudos to them for finding
I
all
like
the-
that. I
Yeah,
like
like
that.
that, yeah.
But that's someone who's taken notice of you, Duke.
Yeah.
Well, they read the form where I put down my answer to the.
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's not quite as clever.
Yeah, but they've gone
I
out their
should've said
way.
it.
They've gone out their way.
But
They
they
did
have
go out of
made-
their
they
way.
have
They
got
coulda-
you, yeah,
They
yeah.
could have just gotten me a copy of the movie Ultraviolet, which was some action movie from a few years ago. Just been
Yeah.
like, here,
Yeah, it is. That's
this is
got
what you get for
Christian
answering
Bale in it,
questions
isn't
like an
it?
asshole.
yeah.
I say,
I
has
don't
that
know.
got Christian Bale in?
I didn't see it. I'm not really interested. I just thought the title was
alright.
interesting.
Okay.
Sorry, have you finished this email? Is this done or?
No, there's more.
Okay, carry on, and then go on.
So the next one is best food you ate over the festive period.
Well, the Duchess made a very tasty roast with the gravy that we like. That's a veggie roast with veggie gravy, but
Did it have nuts?
was-
Is it a nut roast?
no, it's like soybeans and it's made to taste like meat.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
okay.
good.
Ginny, best thing you ate over Christmas?
We had because we have two Christmases. We have the white Christmas and the black Christmas. And the black Christmas we didn't have any turkey because we bought everything too late. So we had chicken and we had a chicken roast, and that was lovely.
Chicken's better than turkey.
Lovely.
Correct.
Best thing I ate over Christmas was some Black Sticks blue cheese. Which is like it's local to us, made like it's near Longridge Black Sticks.
Yeah.
And it's like a creamy red Stilton, if you will, I guess is the best way to describe it. And it's proper nice. It's the one treat I have at Christmas. So I always go to Booths, which is a very posh supermarket, and get some Black Sticks blue from Booths. I have had Nicky Nut blue in previous years, which is similar, but they don't always have that. So I had some Black Sticks this year.
Fair enough.
So there you go.
Very good.
Mike, this is specifically to you.
Well, I'm glad I came back.
Mike, I've been listening to the Seal podcast where you make an appearance, and I have to ask, did you get any cheese for a gift or ate a stupid amount of cheese?
I've sort of calmed down with the cheese a little bit, just because what I think happens when you get to 40 is that all your is it your hens come to roost, your chickens come to roost, or whatever. You know, all the stuff that you've skipped, all the gym sessions you haven't done, all the food that you shouldn't have eaten. When you're 40, everything just goes, remember that, bitch? Now here we come.
Here it comes.
Yeah. So I feel like me just eating a lot of shit, even though I've had about 2 chocolates sitting here, but I can't get away with it as much as I used to. So I've
you
calmed
definitely
down.
can when you get older.
No, so I've calmed down a bit on the cheese. I don't eat. I did buy like a cheese selection, but I actually didn't even dig into it until afterwards, after Christmas when everybody had gone, and I had a bit myself. But it's still in the fridge. Like some of it's still
Bit of
quite enough.
self-restraint. That's what you got to have when you get to
Yeah,
40.
a little
I'm
bit.
50
It's-
for that matter.
It's difficult, but
It is difficult.
you know when you're in your 20s and stuff, it's like I'll just have loads of cheese.
Hey,
A
it
and-
doesn't
moment on the
matter.
lips, an eternity on the hips.
Yeah, well, it's
Also, yum yum in my tum tum. That's from Hacks.
yeah. That's all you care about when
Uh,
you're 20. Like you're just like yum yum
it
in my
is.
tum tum. Oh, it
It
hurts
is,
a bit.
yeah.
Whatever. I'll just.
I
wake up
still
tomorrow.
care about that when in my late 40s, about to be 50. To be fair, but I have other things I got to care about, like not dying.
There you go. Are you
Well-
looking forward to getting any new gaming-related gadgets in 2026?
Nope.
I don't have any gaming related gadgets, but with my birthday money, I've still got my birthday money, by the way. I'm thinking of getting a new camera.
Oh,
Oh, okay. For what purpose?
For maybe some snooker vlogs, but also, you know, as
Okay.
Rosa getting older, I like to stick cameras in different places, you know, just to document her growth and
Want to get her first steps and whatnot.
well, we've got phones for that kind of stuff, but I suppose cameras like on my head, and like then we go for a walk, or
Yeah.
camera like when we're baking and stuff like that. And I've got a couple cameras. I've got for people that care, I've got an Instago 3 or an Instago 2. I can't remember which one I've got. But that's made by Insta, and Insta are a good company. They're okay, but I think I'm just going to go exclusively DJI from now on.
Yeah, well, Millie loves hers, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I haven't got the
She's
camera
gonna
that
get about.
she's got, but
Yeah.
I'm going for a DJI. I think it's called an Osmo Nano. I think it's called. It's a really
Right.
cool camera. Decent size sensor on it. It's decent resolution. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go for that. That seems the more practical one. So yeah,
So she's taking about 5 or 6 memory cards with her on her holiday. So she's taking a lot of memory
she'll
cards.
also need to 5 or 6 for a 6-month holiday.
Yeah,
she'll need more than that.
Yeah.
If she's not offloading
Will
it,
she?
she'll need more than that. 100%.
I don't know. She was asking, is there any way to upload it to the cloud without a laptop or a PC or anything? I don't know. I mean, I don't know
there
the
is.
answer to
There
that.
is. The way to do it would be to sync it up to your phone, and then download it on your phone, and then upload it from your phone. That would be how you do it.
Right, I'll let her know that because
That's
she was
how I'd
asking
do it.
about that and saying, is there any way to
'Cause
do it?
The cameras, a
I
lot of cameras these
don't know.
days.
I'm not the man to ask.
The cameras these days are very good at syncing up your phone because they want you to edit them on the phone.
Yeah.
They don't. They want to eliminate the laptop stuff.
Well,
you
she
know.
did it on her phone first, didn't she, or whatever it was, and I realised
Yeah.
she didn't have enough memory to actually export it.
They
after
they
she'd
want
done
people
it.
to like make videos quickly on their phone. They want to.
Shouldn't cameras at this point have like editing software on them? It
I
seems
mean,
like
look,
that's-
the thing is, Duke, I think making it work on your phone is easier than making an interface on the camera.
And on a tiny
Do
little
you know what I mean?
screen.
So, because you know that everybody's got a phone, so and
Yeah.
the screen and is going to be better. And
Yeah, it's
so,
already a touch screen.
Yeah. So, because the touchscreens on these cameras are like okay, but they're you know, just
They're tiny, aren't they?
yeah. So,
I think we've already been asked this, and we said, but any New Year's resolutions?
yeah, we
Yes, I'm
did
gonna
ask this.
stop
'Cause-
using arbitrary measurements of time to make changes. in
Yeah,
my-
you did. I remember you saying that. So he's asking. I think
Never
someone
gets
else
old.
asked us this, didn't he?
yeah, no, I can't remember what I said.
And
but-
mine was to care less. To care less of the things I can't change, and
Yeah.
techno. And not to take any shit. I think I didn't
Don't
say it
take
that way.
no
But I can't remember what I said.
shit.
I'm gonna take no fucking.
Don't take no
shit.
shit. Don't take it.
Okay, he says, I got very little gaming done. All I did was 30 minutes of Titanfall 2. Rest of the time just napped. Thank you for all you do. Friend of the show. And sometime aiming for a temporary podcast host gig while Mike is off on pat leave.
Who's this?
Armor.
Armor.
Armor
Yeah.
Parves.
Yeah, Armor gets it.
Armor.
I think we'll need
have
to
you
make
on,
like a
buddy.
separate WhatsApp group of like all the potential hosts, and then every week
Yeah.
you just go, who's coming this Sunday, and then I think that'd be the good way to do it because it'd be nice to swap
Yeah,
it
it
around
is.
for you, like
Agreed.
By the way, Duke, I've just realised I've got a second speak pipe that I haven't sent to you.
Oh my
Oh, by the
God,
way,
are we ready
but-
for speak pipes
but-
now?
no,
Or
bef-
oh,
bef-
Chinny,
No.
you wanted to say
We've
something.
got no.
what did
we've
we
got
think of
loads of
Khan?
emails
What
still
did we
to do.
think of
Yeah,
Khan?
we talked about Karen. He liked it. I
Yeah.
hated it. You get to be the split vote.
I quite liked it, but I didn't play it very much. I only played like 15,
Okay.
20 minutes.
So
I
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I quite liked it.
No,
I
we
thought
gotta
the
move on.
realism were great.
Oh,
Anyway.
if it's Karen, now we can talk about it.
Now,
Stu wants
now
to
you're
talk.
talking. Good.
Now
Right,
we can
okay, second. Oh my God, this is a big email. Right, strap in, people.
We're strapping in.
Whoa. Who
This
is it?
is from Jason, of course. And he says, felt that boxing punch out. A list of 2026 video games that I want to play. Please look them up so you can also see them. Also, Duke, settle down. You say I'm a
I'm not
rage
gonna
baiter, but I just
Yeah.
want you to try on different pairs of shoes every now and then.
He's not
So
an amateur either. He's master. He's a master rage baiter. We don't even say
gotcha.
rage.
I
Master.
gotcha.
He's
I gotcha.
a master of baiting.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, see what I did
Here
there?
are the games. Love Eternal.
No.
That's it. Big Walk. One for all three of you. I hope this one works out for you. I don't even know what Big Walk is. Halo. Wait, with something we know.
No.
Halo. No.
I'm not playing Halo.
Out of Words. Nice co-op. Dune on PS5.
You played Dune, didn't
Nope.
you? You play Doom?
Is he talking about the sort of MMO type Doom?
No, I
crafting
think there's a new one coming
Oh, is
out,
there?
isn't there? I think there's
Ah.
something new. Yeah.
I haven't sucked the life out of that franchise yet.
Virtue and the Sledgehammer only on PC.
Sure.
Don't know what that is.
No.
Southern Strike 5. I enjoy this series, so updated visuals. Chin, you would like these.
Sudden
Southern
Strike.
All right.
5.
So I looked up Virtue and it's Virtue and a Sledgehammer. It's an
Yeah.
upcoming 2026 narrative exploration game. Next.
Crimson Desert.
Yes,
Crimson
I
Desert.
mentioned
This
that
looks
when we were
pretty
talking
cool.
about the
Yeah,
games
yeah,
coming
we
out.
talked
This does
about
look
this.
cool. Thank you, Jason. You and I. High five. What? Now
Yeah,
should
look
I
out
calm down?
Game
Or should I be
Awards.
hyped up?
Well, he says, look out, Game Awards, an actual video game you can't ignore, is what he says.
Well, we'll see. They can always ignore things.
Bond, First Light, which we talked
Yeah, we
about
talked
last week. This will be amazing. My only problem is if they Dukanize it and make it too modern. Yes, men will love women in 2026. Am I right, 007? Also,
Wait a minute. Is the implication there? And I hate to rise to the rage bait, but is he trying to
rising.
imply that he's trying? I just want to make sure I understand what he's saying. Like his writing should be clear. I want to make sure it's clear to me. The implication is that James Bond is going to start hooking up with guys instead because of woke culture. Is that the implication?
I think that's what he's suggesting.
Because I've never seen any hint of that. Has there ever been a Bond that's
No,
anything
not
other
that
than
I'm aware of,
maximum
no.
heterosexual, Chinny? You know Bond.
No, but I suppose.
Okay, so what are you talking about,
I
Jason?
suppose the people sort of.
You know what I don't want to see in video games is a bunch of ducks that are purple. When has that ever happened in a video game? I don't know, and I don't want to see it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I suppose like
Eh.
people think that they might change Bond's character.
They
Do you
might
know?
change-
Do you
it's
know
like-
what? Do you know what your New Year's resolution should have been? Not to rise to Jason.
I'm not trying to rise to anything.
rise.
I'm trying to understand what he's saying. If he doesn't want us to understand what he's saying, then I'll just turn off when you start reading his email. But if he wants us to hear what he has to say, I'm going to hear what he has to say.
Also, we'll move on. Also, yes,
Yeah.
Duke. There are 2 Lara Croft games coming out. One Lara looks about 40, Duke, and the other one is younger, probably either because it's a
Okay.
remake of the original, which it is a remake of the original.
Cool.
hence
Hey, they're
it
making
looks
an
younger.
older Lara Croft. That's cool. I can get it
Or
behind that.
maybe they just want a relevantly aged character for their primary audience. Everything is about
Like Nick Drake?
whatever.
Like Nick
If
Drake?
you want,
Nathan
yeah,
Drake.
like Nathan Drake.
Nathan
If you
Drake,
want
yeah,
if you want a 60-year-old Lara, get into video game development. By the way,
Wait a minute,
play that
wait.
game.
So again, what he's saying is, if you don't like something in video games, you should go make your own game.
Yeah.
Guess.
Uh-huh.
That's what they did with
how
Claire
funny would
Obscura.
How fun would it be to run around as Grandma Croft? I
I'd
would
like it.
absolutely love it.
I'd like it.
Also,
Would
last
Grandpa
week,
Drake's?
I was attempting I can't quit you joke about a game. I quit faster than Brokeback. I was not dissing Brokeback.
Oh, I wish I knew how to
which
quit you.
is
Okay,
a
I see what you
phenomenal
mean.
film.
Fair enough. Okay, see, that's the thing, Jason. I see this with my students a lot. They're jumping from point A to point B to point C to point D, and to the reader, it's just like point A to point D, and we're like, wait a minute, what? And then they explain it. Oh, I see. So just make sure that your reader can follow you from all your points, Jason. That's all I
must
ask.
admit, I thought he was referencing Brokeback Mountain as well. So
Well, of course he was referencing it. The
He's
question was
referencing it.
how.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But it's
Yeah,
a different
exactly.
type of reference. Yeah.
exactly.
Just be clear with your references. That's all.
No
Yeah,
wonder
man.
people don't email in. When you're,
No, it's no wonder.
how
Wow.
dare you? How dare you use past tense? Fuck you.
It wasn't him using
Right.
past
I
tense.
know,
It
that
was
was a
him
different
saying I was a little
example.
broke
It's
man.
a different
I didn't know
example.
what that meant.
It was
that's
a
all.
different example of you
Yes, it
berating
was.
someone.
God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How dare you use past tense?
Exactly. Felt that boxing is my most anticipated of 2026 because the Muppets
Oh,
look
yeah,
like
the
the
Muppets.
veterans. Oh, this looks actually pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it
Can
does
I
look
just
good.
say?
Yeah, it does look good.
It does look amazing. And it will probably be fun to play, especially when Stu got in the ring, because I would box him around with a spatula and a rolling pin just for the kick of it.
Mm.
So, there you go.
Okay.
Sure.
Phantom Blade. Oh, not for having his back, by the way, as well. He said not for having his back. Phantom Blade Zero. Have you seen the combat in this? No, can't say so.
Maybe.
The Blood of the Dawn Walker Vampires Rule mixtape. So that's the new thingy from Naughty Dog, isn't it? Is that Mixtape? Or is that something else? No, that's not
Naughty Dog
Mixtape.
is
What's
like-
Phantom
Mixtape?
Play Zero, PS only.
What's the Naughty Dog space?
No,
thing
PlayStation
called?
5 and Windows. But it's all gray. Every
Intergalactic.
screenshot's-
Intergalactic.
Oh, Intergalactic. Yeah,
Intergalactic.
sorry. That's me getting mixed up in my mixes.
Yeah.
Esoteric Ebb. PC only, but weird characters and cool art style. Reanimal. We talked about Reanimal. I'm
We talked
looking
about it.
forward to
I
that. think
downloaded the
that's
demo,
really
but I
cool.
still haven't played it.
The Eternal Life of Goldman. I bet Ginny loves it, but can't talk about it because he's pregnant.
I don't get it.
What?
I don't know what the Eternal Life of Goldman is.
I don't get it.
No.
Vibrant yet dark adventure
I'm
that
like-
weaves
he's doing
together
it-
legends, fairy tales, and myths.
I need an
He's
adult.
doing a bit. Yeah, he's doing a bit of a Duke here. He's making references to stuff we don't understand because we don't know what it is.
I don't know
Uh,
anything.
I told you what it is.
Ill, which is similar
the
to
name of the
boxing game.
game,
It reminds
Ill?
me of veteran
Ill?
Ill.
Yeah,
ILL. Ill.
yeah, I know what that looks proper disturbing. That game. I'm not gonna. Stu's gonna love it, but yeah,
I'm gonna love this.
Realistic
Uh,
first-person action survival horror game that challenges even the most seasoned fans of the genre.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. That Stu can sort that out. Well, I'm not gonna touch that.
Yeah, I'll sort that out.
Yeah. You do that.
Replaced finally after Dev Hella Pixel Dream releases soon. Replaced, never heard of it. End of the Abyss. This is similar to The Thing or Alien, and the gameplay looks very good.
Very cool.
I don't know. Sounds interesting to me.
Yeah.
Halloween. We talked about Halloween. This looks cool.
Oh.
Playing as Mike Myers, stalking everyone and killing them.
Let's see.
Forgotlings. No, I played the demo of this and I hated it.
Hated it.
I hated Forgotlings. But we'll see. I don't know. I was not feeling it. It did not float my boat at all.
No floating.
Even
the
though I
boat.
really like Forgotten Am. I love Forgotten Am. That's one of my favourite games. But
I forgot about
Forgotlings, you can forget it. You think
So
it, forget
Forgotlings,
it.
this guy has a face on his torso.
Yeah, well, it's like
no
Forgotten Am
face on his
characters, but
face.
you're playing as one of the Forgotlings that are in Forgotten Am.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't like it. Tiny Bookshop on PS5. Let's see its worst two shits. Resident Evil Requiem. Yes, Sir Bob. That's going to be fucking amazing. And maybe GTA, because who doesn't need a TikTok twerk simulator?
Yeah.
Glad to email the show so I could verbally abuse you once again, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
And now for Duke's Corner.
Oh,
Gmail
God.
has started to put AI summaries at the top
Oh,
of the
yeah.
emails now.
Of course it has.
What the
Why wouldn't
fuck
it?
do I need with that shit? And Stu just sent me a speak pipe. So here's the AI overview. Stuart
God.
forwarded an automated notification from SpeakPipe about a new voice message. Oh, thank God you summarized that for me, AI. Second bullet point for this forwarded email. The message was sent by Alan's Game Review to the podcast email address. Thanks, fuck off with your AI bullshit. God. And of course, you can't turn it off. It's like Homer's everything's okay alarm. Turn it off, Homer. It can't be turned off.
Well, you know what, Duke? Everything from this point forward is going to be AI. AI.
Look, here's the other thing. When we go out, we leave the dog alone. We put on this, mix on YouTube with like soft music with a little dog on it.
Yep.
I think I told you we were at the supermarket and Diane was like, "Hey, it's the YouTube dog," but it was Bluey because that's the dog that's on these little cartoons we put on. Anyway, we were going out to brunch this morning and I put it on and I was like, I hate to say this, but there's a 0% chance this isn't entirely AI. And she's like, the music? And I'm like, the music, the little animation, like there is no way a human's making that music or creating the animation. She was like, oh, why you gotta ruin everything?
It's taken over everything. Everything on Facebook is now AI. Everything on fucking TikTok is AI.
You know what I don't use anymore?
Sending me these
Facebook and TikTok.
Yeah. Kay keeps sending me his TikTok videos, and it says at the bottom, created by AI. It says it.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I heard a thing recently that said if people know that it's AI for music, for instance, they'll run away screaming. But if they don't know, then they like it. I'm like, well, we as consumers have the right to know what's in our fucking food, don't we? Yes.
Yeah. And Grok on X is fucking undressing everybody.
Yeah, children. So
Yeah.
fuck Grok and fuck anybody who owns him. Elon.
Yeah.
Is it time for speak pipes?
No, we've got more emails. So this one's from Kyle
Fuck's sake.
Stacey, and he says,
You can't say
fighting
fuck's-
games.
Thank you,
Hi,
Kyle. for
guys.
writing in.
Hi guys, since I've been listening to you
Hi.
guys, well, this will be quick. This will be very quick. I don't
Okay.
recall you mentioning fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter,
We don't
etc. I
play
find
them.
they're good for a quick CPU match on limited time. Do you enjoy any fighting games, and which is your favorite? Nope, nope, and no.
I used to play Soul Blade back in the day. That was my jam because you could just mash buttons and you'd be okay. Now they're all very complicated and I don't.
What's
fuck with any
that?
of them.
What's that sort of brawler with the claymation characters in it? What's
Killer
that?
Instinct?
Clay Fighter.
No, the one where it was made by Dark, and you stick to people and you sort of pull everyone down and just like morph figures,
have
it's
no
like
idea
made
what
out
you're
of
talking
clay.
Clay Fighter.
I don't know. It's not Clay Fighter, but we used to play it. It was like a brawler, so you have
Oh,
loads of
like,
people in, like an arena.
Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts. I quite like that. It's not really a fighting game.
That's
though,
not
but I
really a
like it.
fighting game. So
No, but I
I'll
like it though because it's
I'll-
funny.
I'll hold the fort here. So I do like
Okay.
fighting games because my brother is a big fighting game fan. I
okay.
usually just stick to the last one I really liked was Street Fighter 4, Mortal Kombat 9, I think, or 10. I tend to, look, I've got a big lot of childhood memories of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Tend not to go for the 3D fighting games, more the 2D fighting games, but Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
I think
that's
Soul
about
Blade
it.
might have been one of the first 3D fighting games. I mean, there was probably Virtua
Virtual
Fighter.
Virtual
and
Fighter
some
was
of
one
them.
of the Virtual Fighter and
Yeah.
Tekken was the big one.
There's I guess Soul Blade was the first 3D one that I ever played.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, you can move to the left or the right.
You can
dude.
move. Yeah.
Holy shit, you can double jump in Rocket League.
That's fucking
I remember
shit.
what was that one in the arcade with the? Is it Kung Fu?
Kung Fu.
Oh
The
yeah,
one
that was
where it was
classic.
really
Two
basic.
joysticks.
Yeah, two joysticks, really
Yeah.
basic.
You know, it's
That was
funny
cool.
that you mentioned that. That was the time I got yelled at by the arcade dude because I was playing Kung Fu and I was into it. I had played it a lot, so I was pretty good at it. And like, I got a KO and stuff. I was like, yeah! And I was like waving my arms, and the guy's like, hey, keep it down over here. Other people are trying to play games near you. And there was no one near me, but I think I was just a little too into the game, which that's a fair criticism by itself. But he didn't have to talk about there being other people around because there was no one else around.
He was.
But I was geeking out a bit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I
and
like
then-
fighting. I like fighting games now and again. I
You
don't
do
play
like-
them
you do like
often,
fighting
but
games.
yeah, I like them.
Anyway, you finished it off. All the best, Kyle. So there you go.
Thank you, Kyle. We appreciate you writing in.
Next email this evening is from John Collins.
Ooh.
Yay,
And
John
he
Collins.
says, video game or chat GPT. Do you remember the quiz we had last week on whether it was in a video game or it was made up by chat
Oh yeah,
GPT?
yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
vaguely.
Have you got the answers written down still, Duke? Because he's finally given us the answers to the quiz.
Oh yeah, from last week.
Probably. Hang on a second.
You have to
Hang on.
recap what the question
Hang on,
Yes.
was.
everyone.
Here we go.
Chat
The answers we
GPT,
gave were
Yeah, number
number
one.
one AI, number two Witcher 3, number
No,
three
no, what
game,
was it?
number
Oh,
four
did you not
AI.
write down what they were? I have no idea.
I was
what
told
they
to write
were.
down the answers.
What's the
I
Oh,
wrote
question?
down
right,
the answers.
hold up, fucking hell. Right,
Oh,
okay,
Christ.
so number one was what? What did we say?
AI, Thornwick.
And Thornwick is AI, yeah.
All right. Suck it, robots. We win so far. Number two, Witcher
So
3.
the-
What was it?
Novigrad, and that was,
Yeah.
just a minute, I've got to go
From a
between
game,
emails
anyway.
now.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Novigrad is from the video game The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
three.
Do we get extra points because we got the game? Because that was the last game we wrote
Yeah,
down.
I reckon we get 2 points for
Okay.
that.
Number three.
Rate was the next one.
We decided it was from a game.
Oh, and it is from a game. It's from Kingdom
Oh,
Come
sweet.
Deliverance.
Awesome. We got 9. I think someone in the chat even mentioned what game it was. So now we
Yeah,
got
they
9 points so far. All right. Number 4 we said was AI.
Fenbrook was made up by Chat GPT.
Yeah.
So we got that right as well. And I think we got this right as well. Tassing.
We said it's from a game.
Tassing. It is from a game. It's from Pentiment.
Oh
Ah.
my god!
I said I
You can tell what's AI and what's not in this one particular instance.
Yay! Well, we've got another one now.
Oh.
Oh snap! I better write down the answers.
And
So
the
are you
question.
ready?
And the
So,
I'll write down the questions and the answers. How about that? And you don't have to switch
oh
between.
god,
things.
we've got more than. Oh god, we've got 3 categories this week. We've got
Christ.
Oh my
lots to do.
god!
Okay, so category 1 is
Okay.
a list of deserts. I don't know whether we'll have time to do all of
Deserts.
these. We might just do deserts. So,
Yeah, let's
John,
just do
if you
deserts
listen,
this week, and then we'll
just
do.
send us
Okay.
the answers for deserts next week. Send us
Okay.
the answers for
You got
deserts.
5 of these?
5 of these again. Are you ready?
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, go ahead.
Number 1 is Calico Desert. Calico Desert.
Calico Desert.
I'd say that sounds real.
And by the way, he has
I
clarified.
feel
you
like
can
I played a
earn-
game where there's Calico Desert. Is that Stardew Valley, maybe?
Well, I thought
You
it
can
was
earn
Zelda.
bonus
but
points. Bonus points if you
All right.
identify the game.
I thought it was.
Well,
a
I'm going to
Zelda.
say Stardew.
I'm gonna say
But
Zelda.
Chinny says Zelda. I'm going to put Stardew / Zelda. Okay, number 2.
Number 2 is Gorilla Desert. Gorilla Desert.
I'm
Sounds
gonna
AI.
say that's made up.
Yeah, I think
All
that's made up as well. It doesn't.
All
just
right,
doesn't
number
sound
3.
Right.
Oh, wait. Grizzle?
No, Gorilla. Garil. Gorilla.
Okay, I'm going to rewrite it. Garil. Okay, go ahead. Number 3.
Iron Wind Desert.
Iron Wind Desert. That sounds like it's some MMO. I'd say
Yeah,
Guild
it
Wars,
does.
maybe.
But
Alright,
this
let's
could
say
be one that just
Guild Wars
sounds
2.
like a real desert.
I'm-
Well,
I
that's
still
the thing.
think
AI gets good at sounding like things.
I think it's AI.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk
I
my
think-
walk in this land. Anyway,
So we've got one AI, one thinks it's real.
I think it's AI.
you're the deciding vote, Stu.
I think it's AI as well. I feel like it's something AI
Okay.
would come up with.
Stu and Chinny said it's AI. All right, noted. Got it. Number 4.
Tabora Desert.
Tabora Desert. I don't know,
Mm,
that sounds AI.
I say AI. Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know any game it doesn't sound like any game I ever
Yeah.
played, then I'll
If I
just
don't
say
know it, then I'll just say AI.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it
I
must
don't
be
know now
AI.
because are we going to have 3 that are all AI in the same?
It
set
could
of
be.
Stuff? I don't know.
But
Could
I
be.
already believe that
Do
there's.
you know why?
only 2.
Why do you think it isn't AI? Do you know something?
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't.
All right.
All right.
All
I'm just
right, well, we're
thinking
going to put
Laura
AI
Barbary's
for
is-
that. Number 5.
Hollow Flare Desert.
Hollow Flare Desert?
That sounds made up.
Yeah, but we can't. they can't
No,
all
it
be
sounds like a
made up.
Final Fantasy game.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
saying
I
that's
think
a
it does.
that's a that's
it
an
sounds,
saying
it
RPG.
that's
sounds so
real.
dumb. Then it's maybe AI isn't
Yeah,
as
well, that's
stupid
Final
as
Fantasy. They got some dumbass names and
Yeah,
places
well,
in Final
we'll go
Fantasy.
that.
All right, so that's our answers for the desert. Send us the answers.
Yeah, send us the answers for the deserts next week.
Yeah, thanks for the quiz and for the other 2
Okay,
quizzes. that
thank
we
you.
Thanks,
did.
John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Okay, final email. By the way, there's one more
Okay.
email.
Sweet.
So
Oh.
this one's from Darren Sim, and he says, "Evening, gentlemen."
Good old Darren.
Hey.
So
I am glad people
I-
email us. I don't mean to sound that. It's just
Yeah.
it's been a lot.
Also, Darren
Anyway, go
Sims,
on.
one of his New Year's resolutions was to email and get involved.
it
more,
was. So he's
there
doing.
you
He's keeping
Sweet,
up his New
thank
Year's
you.
resolution.
Yeah.
So I noticed that the veteran gamers have some new competition in the podcast world from none other than
Oh,
Ant and Deck. Ant and Deck.
Really?
go. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently so. Is there anything them 2 fuckers don't do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little fucking
just a bit of news for you, Darren.
Biggest forehead in world.
Just a bit of news for you, Darren. Since COVID, this podcast has got competition with fucking every celebrity ever
Yeah, it's a lot
fucking
of
you've ever
yeah,
known.
that is true. But it got me thinking
And wait till
about
we
what
start getting
makes-
into the workout advice
Yeah.
part of our show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's our
anyway.
Patreon. That's our secret Patreon
Yeah.
thing.
That's our
Right.
secret Pedro. It got me thinking about what
Hardcore,
makes
bro.
podcasts so popular these days. It's the magic sauce. That's what it is. It's
Mm.
magic sauce in
The
it,
market
guys.
that's getting filled to
Yeah.
overflowing.
Because we're getting
Is it
so paid.
is it just easier to access, easier to produce, or do people like to talk about more nowadays?
I think
We'll
it's
give our
it's-
answers after the commercial break. Have you seen Snot Burglar? I love it. I can't stop
I
using
love a bit of
Snot
snot
Burglar.
burglar.
I think
Yeah,
once
all the cool kids are using Snot.
my serious answer is once they found a way to make money from them, I think that they became popular. But also, I think they're easy. It's all of those things. They're easy to produce. They're fun. You know, like people enjoy sort of just relaxing and talking. People are more themselves on a podcast. Like they're a little bit more relaxed. It's not a formal interview. So yeah,
And
I
they
think
cover all sorts of topics. That's the other thing. Once upon
Yeah,
a
they
time, you had to
do.
listen to radio. There would be radio shows about a lot of different things, but not every single thing that exists. Now, if you're interested in it, there's a fucking podcast about it. I like making, crochet dolls with frog hands. Welcome to the goddamn Frog Crochet Hands podcast.
that was going to be my next show that I was going to produce.
Oh, you're going to be the host.
Well,
Yeah.
you're not going to do that.
But
man.
I like when I'm playing Minecraft. I like listening to those, the Hollywood Roundtables, which aren't really a podcast, but it's just a bunch of Hollywood actors or directors just talking,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
get way more out of them. You get a sense of like, oh, this is who they are. This is like what they
Because they're
think.
talking to each other rather
They're talking
than like
to
an interview
peers.
with
They're
this
talking
list
to
of
peers.
questions.
Yeah. They're talking
Same with
to
comedians
equals.
talking to comedians.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Neil Brennan's Blocks podcast is very interesting. I like that one.
So I think it's just they're easy to produce. Anyone can pop them up and make them.
And the
also-
versatility of it. They don't, you can do a lot of different types of things in podcasts.
Yeah. So I think it's
Do you know-
just a
do you know-
combination of things. That's all.
When I think what we had to go through when we first started podcasting, just to even
Oh,
just
my God.
produce a show and get it on the
We had to
internet.
kill that goat every week. That was the
Fucking
worst
kill a
part.
goat.
Looking
Yeah.
at the goat, looking at us and
Even-
being
And
like,
I volunteered every week to do it. I don't know.
and we were like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
We got to put the show out."
Even just to get it onto Podbean, we used to have to do an FTP upload. You couldn't just
Yeah.
fucking download it or upload it to the fucking site. You had to do all
true.
this. You go through all
Right.
these hoops to get it there.
Mhm.
I used to sit
Sorry,
and
Goaty
edit these
McGoat
things for fucking hours for some
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
reason.
And look at what we
which
do
we've
now.
never
Now we
do
don't edit
anymore.
shit. Well, Chinny does.
No, we
maybe
don't.
TikTok.
Well, he does it a little bit.
Yeah.
A little
Little
bit.
bit.
But yeah, we used to fucking spend ages doing
I
all
go
that
very
stuff.
Ages.
underappreciated.
Y'all don't know how good you have it.
You don't. It's
Motherfuckers.
fucking easy peasy these days, people.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, so he says on a gaming note, he said also, I'd like to hear your thoughts of the trio. Have been doing this for so long. What have changed over the years in the podcasting? Well, we've kind of just done all of
Competition.
Chinny curses more.
Fucking Mike.
Yeah.
that. There's no more skits. We don't do sketches anymore, do
No,
we,
we
Ginny?
don't. I
We
don't
haven't
know.
in a while. There may be some coming.
No, not a long.
Let's
I like
not
to
a
make
long
it seem like I
time.
got some planned. I have nothing planned.
Let's bring him back. I don't
Cranky
know.
Duke, man. I can make some crank calls.
Cranky
Yeah.
Duke. That was
Go
funny
find
when he
Cranky
said
Duke. If
it.
anybody hasn't heard Cranky Duke, man, that was a classic
Yeah,
series of
good
things
stuff.
back in
That
the
was
day.
good stuff. I don't. Yeah, I suppose the changes are just they're more commercialized now. You know, everyone's got adverts on theirs, and Patreon also changed things as well. Like, you know, people could find a way to sort of fund things without going down the advert route. So there's lots of things, but mainly it's just people jumped on it, and it was more commercially viable, and that means celebrities did them. And yeah, we offer them as part of work. You know, when Stones Throw, so we you know they're a service that we offer now.
Oh, you can make podcasts for people.
So
Help
we've
them
got a
make them?
studio, and we'd say come in and do a podcast, and businesses.
And do you
pay
have
for it.
people doing that?
Yeah. It's like
And do you when you record them? This won't go on the internet, but do you listen and go, "Holy shit! Who the fuck would listen to this shit?"
yeah. No, I tell them that when I'm in the room.
The other option I would accept is, yeah, every week when I listen to this
But
shit.
also, like, we've had some where they come in and I'm like, fuck, you know, this is like boring. But like, you know, it's about water logistics, right? But we've also had some
Yeah.
people come in, and it was about like
Hunting dogs with your
I
bare
won't, I won't say the specific thing because it is like a really horrible thing. But basically, a woman's
Human
child.
trafficking?
No, a woman's child got murdered, and
Oh God.
yeah, and
I can't
and
joke about that.
No, it's a really famous case, and it's a podcast for lawyers, right? So the lawyer, her lawyer, this was a long time ago. It was about 20 years ago or whatever. Her lawyer managed to persuade the mother of the child to come in and say, look, we want to do a good thing and give legal advice for people that are in this sort of situation. Would you come in? So she came in and we did a podcast. So you get to meet. But what's really interesting about recording podcasts like this, like, you know, we've had people like break down,
Actually
and,
servicing the public, not
yeah,
just
like break
talking
down
about
and
bullshit.
cry, and then there's like
Yeah.
there's been people like laughing in tears of fits of tears and all this sort of stuff, and it's just I suppose you get like an insight to, like, you know, we've done like health and safety podcasts which are so boring, but like. And I think, God, who's doing this? Who's listening to this? And they get fucking loads of numbers, and they get loads of people attending it. So, you know, it's
So you're saying we should start a health and safety portion of the veteran
it's,
gamers?
it's what I'm
Ooh,
saying
yeah,
is,
why
I
not?
suppose,
Don't put salt in your eyes.
especially when
Yeah,
it's
don't set stuff on fire in
especially
your
when
house.
it's an industry where, like, in health and safety particularly, like, a lot of them are on the road, so they've got to listen to something in the car, and also
Yeah.
they also attend events, and listening to podcasts adheres to their sort of continual professional learning sort of credit. So like they
sure.
get like credit for doing stuff like that as well. So
Fair enough.
because it's very important for people that work in health and safety to stay on top of what's current.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, you just get an insight into like worlds that you don't see, and You know,
Do
yeah,
they
but
also work in jokes? So it's like, why did so and so lose his foot? He had
Yeah.
3 flares instead of 6. Like,
sometimes like it's like
What the
you know
fuck?
there's a water logistics company that was like, and the filtration system was an FX10 and whatever. They like, what the fuck?
Steve Martin had a classic bit where he did that. He was talking about he did something for a plumbers convention, and he was like, I did a show for the plumbers, and I don't know if there's any plumbers here, but let me go ahead and do the bit anyway. And it's like the whole thing is like this lawn supervisor is doing a maintenance job on a Finley 368 sprinkler head. There's all this shit, and it's like not funny. He's like, were those plumbers at this show or is that tomorrow night's show?
Yeah. Very good. It was like that. It was like that.
What I remember about the early days when we very first started was when I listened to other amateur podcasts, because there were a few about. I mean, there wasn't just us doing this.
I mean,
at the time.
there was amateur podcast was around till about 2016, really. Like nobody was taking it really seriously until about.
There were no professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only professional video game was like all the 360 ones and like What Up Yours.
But
ones
even
made by
those,
Microsoft.
but even those though, like the ones for
and
IGN,
Major
and
Nelson.
yeah, but those ones they were seen as nice to haves, not money makers. But
No, they were just something that as an additional thing to get
like,
people onto the website.
the amount of times IGN have almost cancelled their podcast, but now it's one of their biggest draws. Do you know what I mean? It's like what people listen to the most from their site. So, yeah, it's changed from something that was this'll be nice to build some community to actually having a podcast is quite essential to like a community type website or. Like any business where there's a community of people that need to talk or learn, podcasts are really, really good ways of putting it across. So they're taken more seriously. But also, too many white people have podcasts. There's too many, including us. But we were here first, so fuck you.
What I was going to say is we were never at the beginning. We weren't amazing because we weren't.
Yeah.
But the
speak
one
for
thing
yourself.
And the good thing is we plateaued. We plateaued at that point when we wasn't amazing. Do you know what I mean? We plateaued there.
Yeah.
And we stayed there.
What I was going to say is, though, we had half decent microphones, and I think that was the important thing because I remember listening to some other amateur podcasts at the time, and they sounded absolutely fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like the quality of the sound was just terrible, and it made that in itself made it really difficult to listen to. And then the other thing I remember from a lot of early podcasts, especially around the time we started, were that people all came from the same area. So you'd have 3 voices, but they all sounded that similar. It was sometimes really hard to, decide who was actually talking.
That is one advantage from our podcast is that you will not get our voices mixed up at.
No, we won't.
Our dude from
but I think at the
we
time
got that problem too because we're all British, and so it's like very hard to tell who's talking at any given moment.
So we've always sounded. And what I also remember is a lot of people just agreed with each other.
Yes.
Which we have never, ever done.
What did you say, Stu?
Yeah, we did.
We've never what?
A lot of them, they just agreed with each other.
Oh,
They very
agreed.
rarely had debates about anything. They were just agreeing with each other. I think this game's amazing. Yeah, so do I. You know what I mean? There was no, debate or
the thing that bothered me
For
about...
us, we agree 1% of the time. So when it happens, people are like, it's like a
We're the
white deer.
opposite.
I think they're just a
never
great way
agree.
of, knowing people's personality. Like, I never read IGN, really. But I know people's personality by listening to their podcast, and I think it's a far better way for me to learn about games and know about things. Or
For instance, I know that Fraser likes the game, The Hunt Showdown.
But I listen to snooker podcasts, and I've been following them, watching snooker for years. But now the snooker podcasts are coming out. Like, I've learnt loads about snooker that I never knew about how it's run and how the behind the scenes works, because these are all like journos and people that work in the snooker industry talking about it. I'm like, I never even knew all this stuff happened. So you just
There's
learn.
scandals in the world of snooker.
There is, yeah. There was the 10 Chinese snooker players about 4 years ago all got banned for match fixing, and then one of them,
there's a lot of that went on.
one of them came back and won the world championship. So
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So there is.
Now, do you know that he deserved it, or if he was fixing it again?
No, he admitted it.
Oh,
but
he was definitely fixing it.
I know, but when he comes back to try to win, how do we know the fix wasn't in there?
I suppose because
you owe me.
No, because
you $10 million
the way you fix it is you lose, and he did not lose.
Well, I know, but
he
if you
won.
lose, if I lose this year, next year I come back and go, hey, I deserve to win now. So somebody
it
else
don't work
throws
that
it.
way. Most
How do you
people who
know?
are really competitive. Well, people who are competitive don't tend to.
No.
Until you
lose
put
when
enough
you
money
wanna
in
win.
front of them.
Well,
She.
No, well, he's
By the way, there is more to this email. On a gaming note,
Oh man.
I don't
Yes.
trying to move us on a bit. On a gaming note, I was thinking of Clair Obscura and specifically the difficulty. Dude, he's talking about difficulty.
This has come up already tonight.
Yeah, we
with
already talked
possible
about this.
spoilers not involving the story, so you don't need to turn
Okay.
off. I've read it, and
Okay.
you definitely don't need
No,
to turn
it's
off.
okay. Duke.
No
Oh my God,
spoilers.
Duke's so quick.
Has he done it
Oh,
before I even had a chance
right,
to say
just
what
say
he
it.
did?
Just say it because he's not listening.
What a dick.
Come on.
Anyway, on the road to achieving all the trophies, I had to fight the optional boss Simon. I'd never.
Yeah,
came across Simon,
I've never. I didn't touch because
Which
the world.
I think.
Yeah, he's underwater, so I haven't touched him.
Yeah, I've never seen his fan. Which I think maybe is something Duke will never even see in the game. Can
No,
we just say
no,
he's
no.
never going to see this guy Simon? Maybe somewhat with recency bias, I can say he's one of the hardest bosses I've
Yeah.
ever faced in
That's-
any video game.
You know what I was.
ever.
You know when I was talking earlier about like the extra bits. That's what I was trying to do was
Yeah.
to beat Simon, but I couldn't even be asked to get to it. I was like, I can't be bothered. So,
Yeah, you couldn't even bother to find him.
no.
My question is, who is the hardest boss you have ever beat or the hardest level? And is there ever been something in a game that just made you give up and stop playing, never to return? I look forward to hearing your answer, Gareth.
What's the question is what's the hardest boss that you've ever had to beat in a game?
In a game.
By the way,
Duke,
by the way, Duke, if you'd given me a second, I would have said you didn't need to turn off because this thing that he's talking about, you will never ever come across in the game.
Well, I don't know. It would be awesome if I come across it next week and come back. Hey guys, this thing.
You won't.
It's
Okay,
the hardest
best
boss in the game.
My
hardest-
first
hardest
thought
boss.
goes to for what I don't know if this is true, but the first thing that my mind goes to is the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon video game, which was not a great video game, but I love the movie so much. I was like, I'm gonna finish this, and then I think you have to. The Jade Fox is, I think, the final boss, or one. It may. I don't know if it was the final boss, but at some point you fight the Jade Fox because obviously. And it did that thing, which also happens at the end of Avowed, where you beat her and you're like, yes, I beat her, and then she's like, ah, and she has all her health back, and you have to beat her again, and it's like, motherfucker. I think she did that 3 times. In Avowed, I think it was 4 or 5 times.
Right.
Fucking bullshit. I hate that.
Bullshit.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Chinny, you boss is the hardest boss you've ever
Hardest
fought in a game.
boss. The one that jumps to mind. I don't know. Maybe the Shinobi Art of Vengeance boss was pretty tough. What I did last year. I literally beat the first phase of that boss and was like, oh, thank God. And then the second phase kicked in. I was like, this is impossible. There's literally no way I'm going to do this. Yeah, I didn't find any. There was some bosses in Claire that was like tricky, but I haven't done them all because there's some more after you finish. But like, no, I don't know. Probably the Shinobi one is the only one I can sort of think of. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I don't try and play games with super hard bosses, so that's not.
Well,
my
but
thing
you
anyway.
played Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I have played Elden Ring, but I put it on easy mode.
I know, but
so-
was there any bosses that were tricky, or even on easy? Or?
Oh yeah, they were still tricky. Don't
so
get
maybe
me wrong.
you should
I mean,
talk
that game's
about
still
those.
tricky. No, because they're
You and your ideas.
No. To be fair, one of my favourite games ever had one of the most frustrating endings of a game ever, which was, of course, the brilliant and beautiful Deadly Premonition.
Christ.
And at the end of that game, and
The
I've
final
talked about
boss
this
fight was
before.
smoking a cigarette.
No, the final boss fight, you're going down this spiral staircase in this circular room or something. I can't even remember. And this boss is trying to kill you. But to beat it, you've got to do this quick time event. I think it was either 3 or 5 times, right?
Every time.
But it never fucking stayed the same. It was and it used every button on the controller.
Nice.
So it was like shoulder buttons, triggers,
Almost like that game's a shit
D-pad.
game.
Yep.
And I was like, what the... And honestly, that, to this day, is probably the only time I've got to the point of nearly throwing a controller.
I've got one.
You know,
I
when you
remember
get-
Ghost Recon.
I was like, fuck this game, and I stopped playing it, right? And I'm like, that's it. And I must have tried to do this thing like 20 times, right? And just kept dying.
Ghost Recon Wildlands has a final level that really sucked because all these people you're helping throughout the game, everybody turns on you. So like the regular defense forces turn on you, the highly elite and the rebels that you're helping, they all turn
Yeah,
on
I
you.
remember
So you have to
that, yeah.
drive through the whole country with everybody trying to kill you, and then fight through 700 guards, and then you have the boss himself, and it's like, That was a pretty.
The
crap
Mile High
final.
Club in Call of Duty 4 was pretty. I know it's a
Oh,
level,
I
not a
remember
boss.
everyone
But
trying to do that.
You're like
thing.
crawling through the.
That was
plane and-
optional
Yeah.
though, wasn't it? That was
it
totally.
was optional,
though,
but
wasn't
like there was an achievement, so it wasn't optional for me.
Everyone was doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, I went back to Deadly Premonition after nearly throwing a controller, and I did it on the third attempt. I think it was the second time round. So I managed to do it. And that was the most relieved as well I've ever felt playing a video game when I did that. I was like, I don't have to do this another 20 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Thank
any more
you
of
for
that
that,
email?
Darren.
Thanks,
And
Darren.
then next email tonight, the next email is from... there isn't any more, that's it. You'll be pleased to know.
I see what you did there.
Right, time for the... We've got 2 speak pipes, though, everyone.
Yes, we
Good to
do.
go. Here we go.
Pipe, it's the way to leave a
No,
message
no, it's
for
crap.
us.
SpeakPipe number 812 comes to us from Alan's Game Review. I'm assuming this is a game review from someone named Alan. I'm going to turn the audio up a little bit so we can hear these SpeakPipes more effectively. And here we go.
Hello there, the veteran gamers. I was just wondering if I might give you my humble review of the video game from 2019 called The Plague Tale: The Innocent, if I may.
Yes.
Why, thank you, Eric. Okay, so here it is. The Plague Tale: The Innocent is a video game from, as I said, 2019, where you play the part of a tiny little innocent girl who has to protect her even tinier, innocenter little brother in a
From
world
rats.
where everyone hates your guts and wants to kill you.
Wait a minute. How is that different from our world? Because that's what I was like when I was 6 years old. Everyone hated me
Yeah,
and
it
wanted
is.
to kill me. Yeah, and I had rats chewing on my toes. Do y'all know this Alan person?
Nope.
We don't. All right, let's.
I have a
let's-
feeling.
I
I have
like
a
him.
feeling. Right,
I
I'm
like
just going to
him.
put this out there. This might be John
like-
Mouse.
It's not
because
John
this
Mouse.
is kind of a
This is
joke.
not John Mouse.
How do you know?
No.
How do you know?
It doesn't sound like him.
He knows.
Well, it's not meant to sound like him.
John Mouse couldn't do this voice. No.
He can do some
don't think
voices,
so?
but I don't know if he can do
Oh,
that.
I bet-
voice.
I don't
This
know.
voice does sound a little younger than John.
I
Mouse.
would
Anyway,
hear it. I would
I'm
hear
gonna let
it.
it cook.
And oh, by the way, there are plagues of killer rats
Yes.
that want to eat you alive, piece by piece, like all the days game. Like, what the fuck? It's so fucking stressful. Honest to God, I lost less than an hour in this game. I don't want to play it. Sorry.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's my review of Plague Tale.
So thumbs up or
the
thumbs
Innocent
down?
Game from 2019.
All right. Well,
really
thank you,
enjoyed
You
it.
Ian.
know
We
what?
appreciate
I
it.
love
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
That sounded like a vicar having a meltdown.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Um,
Maybe Alan's a vicar.
I
my
think you
God.
should get him on when I have my.
The right
Hey.
honourable Alan.
Yeah.
Certainly
go.
need another one next week.
That was Alan.
Is
that
there a
was,
game we want him to review specifically?
I just wanted to review whatever he's playing. I really enjoyed that.
How about
Alan.
Plague Tale 2? There's a second one, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if his heart can take it.
I
but
feel like this should
I
be
know,
a new
right?
feature of the show is Alan's
Yeah, right.
reviews.
Yeah.
I think
All
this
right,
is a
I,
new
Alan.
feature.
I enjoyed
it
that,
happen.
Alan. Thank you.
Keep them
Thank you.
coming, Alan. We like
That
it.
was great stuff.
Our next speak pipe is from Saint Diesel, and it's called Digital Desperation. Want to hear it? Here it goes.
Hey, veteran gamers. Before I get into my main subject this week, I just wanted to ask Duke a question.
Okay.
Since he's the English teacher on the podcast.
yeah.
I've heard people online call games either addicting or addictive, and they seem to be using addicting more recently. And I wondered, is there a difference between addictive and addicting, or are they just pretty much the same thing, or does it not really matter?
Yes, and yes. I mean, I haven't looked it up, so I couldn't tell you for sure, but my gut is that it's completely identical to say something is addictive and if something is addicting. And therefore they're completely interchangeable, and it doesn't matter that one is more standard. Like addicting, I think, is a more recent invention. In other words, people have used addictive for decades, but not addicting for whatever reason. But grammatically speaking, they're exactly the same. So.
Do you know, weirdly, I remember us having a huge debate about this about 10 years
Yes.
ago.
Yeah.
Because I remember using it on the podcast, and you went, you can't use that word addicting. And now I see it all the time. People use it.
All right, who said that?
constantly. I think you said it wasn't the right grammatically. It wasn't grammatically correct when I used the word
said that.
addicting.
That didn't make any sense.
I don't know. I couldn't say which episode it was, so we'll never know for sure. But I'm sure you were on the side of it's addictive, not addictive.
If
No,
you
I
can give me
think-
proof, okay, but I don't believe
I
that
think it was the
happened.
other
I
way
think somebody
around.
else was-
I think it was the other way around. I think
No,
you said
it wasn't.
It
addictive.
was against addictive.
No, I did. He's not going to be against addictive.
Well, the
No.
point
It
is, in
was
the
addictive. I
Merriam-Webster
used the word
dictionary, they're the
addicting.
same. They're listed as synonyms: addictive, addicting, causing addiction, addictive, causing a
Yeah.
compulsive, chronic,
Anyway,
physiological.
it's a
or
long,
psychological
long,
need.
long
So it
time
doesn't
ago.
matter, and it never mattered
doesn't
then, and
matter.
it doesn't matter now.
It matters.
Right?
Doesn't
You can
matter.
use either one. Go for it.
Whatever
Nobody
you
should be
wanna do,
taking a
just do it.
pedantic position on it. If you're really good at something, it's your fort, not your forte. But you don't need to get all up in people's business about it.
Do you know what?
It doesn't
Do you know
really
what?
matter.
You're correct because you never get pedantic about anything.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here comes the rest of the speak pipe.
But on to the main subject. Over the last few weeks, I've heard podcasts talk about the fact that there are too many games being released now on places like the Steam store and the Nintendo online store. Basically, what they were arguing is that there's so much being released, so many asset flip games, cheap games, cash
Slop.
games, that people weren't appreciating the good games or the great games. And the two examples they mentioned were Hades 2 and Hollow Knight Silksong,
Okay,
although they were praised when they came.
people aren't catching Hades 2 and Silksong.
They what? What's the point?
Those have those fly totally under the radar. Yeah, nobody has noticed those games.
Yeah, no,
That
that
seems
was
to be
on
the
Opera
point that people are
Games.
making online.
Yeah,
That's
everybody's
crazy.
playing those games, I'd say.
Everyone's playing
they
those.
are.
Yeah.
I should let it keep playing. I shouldn't cut it off. Sorry.
Out. There's so much coming out now that people are basically forgetting about them too quickly, not appreciating them as maybe they
Too
once would have
quickly,
done.
maybe. Too quickly.
And people are just wanting to look for the next thing. They're going through the store trying to find something new as soon as they're posted up online. And so I guess the roundabout question for this week is there just too much online content as far as video games are concerned, or maybe some great games just being overlooked and forgotten? And I'll just leave it at that for this week.
Who wants to go first?
I don't think Hades 2 or Silksong have been forgotten. Or...
No, I think what his point is that it's not that they're forgotten, but they're forgotten too quickly. So you play them and you move on because there's too many games being
Move on too
released.
quickly.
So
I
it's
mean,
not-
That's
there's always
always
gonna be
been
an
the
element
question
of
about entertainment options, right? Music and movies.
Mhm.
Like once independent movies started coming out, big studios got mad because people weren't spending as much time looking at their masterpieces as they once did.
Do you know, Duke? And this is slightly different, but since I've re-bought a CD player for the living room, I'm enjoying music more again because I'm just picking the CD out and listening to it.
Well, you listen to the whole CD rather than just sing
listen
songs
to the whole CD rather than just
Hey,
picking and choosing on Spotify and just listening to this and
scarcity
listening to that.
tends to breed, more appreciation. Like if you don't have,
And they're all albums I
infinite
love.
options.
You know what I mean?
sure, of course. So yeah, like the more easily we get something, the less we appreciate it. That's just a fact of life.
Yeah. So
I
I'm liking
remember-
physical music again.
The question is, I think for games like Hades 2 and Silksong, the question is like, I actually don't know that the fact that we have Naked Furry Adventure 3 on Steam means that people aren't going to be looking at Hades as much. I think the fact that there are a lot of other roguelikes means that people aren't going to look at Hades as much. Does that make sense?
I don't think he's picking on those like hentai games though. I think there's
No, I know.
I think like there isn't an absolute abundance of good quality
Oh, yeah.
games and sort of average games. And my answer
sure.
would be I think there is too much in general of like TV shows, movies, games coming out.
Right.
But it's kind of like there's not much you can really do about it other than be very selective in the way you spend your time and select what you want to do. It's it is different. It is completely different how many options there are now, which is why it's important that you get a lot more fussier on what you spend your time on rather than trying something new, which is sad, which is strange. You have to be a bit more picky. Maybe it's not easy to come across something you wouldn't, but that's kind of the state of things at the moment.
And I tell my writing students all the time, like, if you're going to write a story, you better make sure, and you show it to other people, you better make sure it's something that's going to like be worth their time. I can't tell you how many, and this is true about especially self-published books. And as someone who self-publishes, I'm someone who feels the brunt of this. There's so many people out there shoveling garbage just because they can. And it's like, people, like, you should put something out that you're proud of. Put something you put work into. And that's, not always the case with video games or movies or, books or whatever it is.
I mean, just out of interest, I've just had a look on SteamDB, just had a quick look.
Have a look.
Yeah. And currently, Clair Obscur has got 31,000 24-hour peak players.
Yeah.
So 31,000 people. Silk Song had 23,000.
Like currently playing right now?
Currently playing the 24-hour peak in the last week.
In the last 24.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So 31. And Silk Song, not Silk Song, sorry. And what was the other game he said?
Hades 2.
Oh, Hades 2 had 16,000.
And how many's Fortnite got?
Oh, I know
that's
you're
Epic,
asking.
not Steam.
Yeah, no, but like my point is like it's not only just new games; it's also
What do you think could be a massive game currently?
Fortnite. So
Ark Raiders. What about Ark Raiders?
Ark Raiders, yeah, Fortnite, Ark Raiders.
Yeah, Ark Raiders. To be fair, Ark Raiders got 394,000.
The other thing, that's the point. The other thing that before you were just competing with the current. These days, and this also applies for movies and music. You're not just fighting to who's current and who's coming out, what album's coming out. You're also fighting the past more than ever because everything is on demand. Everything you can.
Okay.
But kids, young people appreciate older music a lot more because it's just so easy to get now. So you get like young people listening to like Nirvana and wearing Nirvana tops because they don't have to buy the CD. They can go, oh, Nirvana, that's sung in that Batman film. It
costs just as much to listen to new music as old music.
Correct.
Well, look at what happened to Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush because of Stranger Things.
The rules don't apply to new and current anymore. You're competing with the past. You're competing with the whole library. Very difficult to do.
Yeah. Just to put that into perspective, Counter-Strike 2, 24-hour peak, 1.5 million.
There you go. So playing new games and then moving on just isn't we're weirdos in the gaming world. We're odd.
Right.
Me playing Minecraft constantly is normal in gaming.
Me playing Rocket League
is
for 7,000 hours is normal.
Going from game to game that came out
But at the same
new,
time,
niche.
there's a whole galaxy of people who just play cozy games.
Yeah.
And there's a galaxy of people who just play platformers or fighting games, whatever it is. So there's niches everywhere, and it's never been easier to enjoy a lot of variety within those niches. 10 years ago, cozy game? Fuck off. What do you got?
Yeah.
Pokemon was like the closest you could get to a cozy game.
Maybe.
Now you got Coffee Talk Tokyo coming out.
And you got Coffee Talk Tokyo.
Yeah,
Speaking of Tokyo, Antonio's in Japan.
No.
Japan.
Japan.
There you go. Anyway.
Anyway,
on that note, it's time to do some shout-outs and get the hell out of here.
It's time for a shout-out. Hey!
I'm going to start with a shout-out for someone who's never going to hear this, but I wanted to shout him out anyway. We started watching Person of Interest today. That came out in 2011 and was created by Jonathan Nolan, who I believe is the brother of Christopher Nolan.
Chris Nolan, yeah. He also writes some video games as well, Jonathan Nolan.
Yeah, and we watched the first episode today, and it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he's very good.
I read about it. I'm like, I should watch that. That's meant to be good. So we started watching it today.
I'm more of a fan of John than I am of Chris these days. I feel like Christopher Nolan films are sort of like, I don't know. I'm sort of tired.
Stuck up his own ass.
A little bit.
Yeah. Amazing so far.
Cool.
The first episode was fucking brilliant.
Very good.
It's on Amazon Prime if anyone's interested. Give it a watch.
You watch it on Amazon Prime, do you?
Yeah, it's all on Amazon Prime.
You watch it on Prime. You don't watch it on dodgy.
No, I watch it on Amazon Prime.
You pay for Prime, yeah.
No, Millie does.
Oh, okay, fine.
She still has a student account to be
so
fair. So
you're robbing your daughter's Prime account.
I am robbing my daughter's Prime. Yes, that's true.
No, that's fine. I would do the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there you go. Give it a watch, people. It's fucking good. What do you guys go?
What was the thing?
Yeah. So shout outs. I will shout out Antonio because he's in Japan. Shout out everybody who sent emails in. I don't remember everybody who said it, but shout out to everybody in the chat. Simi Boy, Sean Teal, James Bevan, Frazier, Lebo, and everybody listening to my voice right now. Shout out to the Duchess. Shout out to my dog who went upstairs, I guess. And shout out to everybody who makes and plays video games, because you're the reason we do this show. Thank you.
There you go.
Kenny.
I'll shout out the Patreon. So we got Anthony Stevens, Josh Peace, Connor Searle, Seth McNitt, Value, Sean Thiel, Dan Fletcher, Adam Birmingham, Armand Powers, Matt Nation, Robert Wilcox, Jake Peterson, and Nigel Strutt. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Don't have to do it, obviously. It's all fine. Yes,
Give us some money!
I'll shout out the. Did I mention this last week? The Year of Shame podcast. Did I talk about that last week?
You did.
I did.
you
Yeah,
did.
yeah. So what's interesting is one of the people that are doing the new year, because every year they change the people on the podcast. You know, the people that do the Year of Shame are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the people that do that has a very strange coincidence with me, right?
Oh, yeah? What's that?
So, one of the people, his name is Richard Birch, right? And
Yeah.
Rich, he listens to this show, right? And he's now on that show, and he listens to other shows as well. I think he listens to Midlife Gamer and other things. And you know, and he came across our show and he listens to this show. Weirdly, right, when we were starting our business, we used to do a lot of work for Aston Villa Football Club, right?
Oh,
okay.
And Aston Villa Football Club said to me one day, "Hey, you editing boy?" I said, "Yes."
Editing boy.
Editing boy. Can you edit this sort of vlog together? And it was a vlog of two guys going across Peru, and they go to like Machu Picchu and all this sort of stuff in a tuk-tuk, and there were Villa supporters, right? And the idea is that it goes on their community sort of YouTube channel, and it raises, you know, they're flying the Aston Villa flag while they're in Peru, that kind of thing, right? And they self-filmed it, and they gave it me to edit. Well, one of the people that was doing that was Birch, was Rich, and he messaged me years later. This must have been about 10. I did this probably in about 2011, something like that, when I edited that. In about 2015, 16, he messaged me saying, "Are you the same guy? I listened to your podcast. Are you the same guy that edited the video that I did?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." And then what's weird was I was watching Twitch this week, which I very rarely do, and he was live streaming Rocket League, Duke, of all things. And I said, "Oh, Rich, how you doing? It's Ginny." And he was like, "Oh my God, I was just talking about you yesterday. That video that you made in 2011, where is it? I can't find it anywhere." And I sent in the video because I still had it, which is why you always keep your video files, people. And he was buzzing. So shout out to Birch
Yay.
for that. Yeah. So that was fun, and that was a nice little thing. So,
very cool.
Yes. That's it.
All right, we done?
I think we're done.
Yeah, it was a long show.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
Thank you, good eye, much love.
All right, show's over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
Monsters come out and eat your penis. Maybe people should think before they speak.
Oh man, you guys, this party's gonna be crazy, go nuts.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Another week.
Good stuff, buddy.
Worst
Good stuff,
podcast
everyone.
ever.
That's a long one tonight, people.
You can
Yeah,
tell
it
when
was.
you can tell when you don't have work the next day.
I know I don't have work. I'd have been done.
And I got the day out because of
40
Martin
minutes
Luther
ago.
King. What? Praise to
I'd
the
have been
king.
like, right, we need to get wrapped up, people. Fucking hell, this is going on way
America
too
had a
long.
good king.
When
not
it
a
goes on
psycho
long,
king.
I'm
Watch
like,
Jay Kelly.
I'm like, Stu doesn't have work. It's going on long.
Yeah, well, I have every other
Uh,
Monday off, so once every other Monday I'm all right.
George
So
Clooney,
next
Adam
week-
Sandler, Jay
next
Kelly.
week
Have you
I'll
heard
be
of this
like,
movie?
need to get fucking done.
What movie are you talking
Yes.
about, Duke?
Jay Kelly. It's got George Clooney and Adam Sandler, which is a
no.
weird combo. It's decent. It's not great. It's like famous Hollywood rich people don't have perfect lives. I'm like, okay.
Are they
Right.
starring themselves?
No, but it's I don't know. Adam is the agent. George Clooney is the superstar who's alienated from everybody. I mean, the performances are good. It does some interesting creative things, but Diane was much more into it than I was.
I like George Clooney. I think he's.
I like George Clooney. I'll see George Clooney in anything. Like his
Yeah.
performance alone was worth seeing
But,
it for.
Not only that, he sort of when he interviews, he seems like a sort of like an alright guy. Like he was doing interviews and he was like, you know, what's like the hardest day? And he was like, what are you talking about? The hardest day? Like this is my dream. Like this is like the easiest job I've ever had in my life. Like he knows that he's rich and famous and he appreciates it, and that's.
And his wife's an amazing human rights lawyer, so I'm sure he gets to see through her eyes all the
Yes.
fucked up things in the world.
So
and he tries to use his
he has a
fame
good
and wealth
frame
for
of
good.
reference to.
Yeah, that's right.
And also,
Find
fair
you
play
somebody to keep you
to
grounded.
Mark Ruffalo for what he said at the Golden Globes. He said some.
I don't know what he said.
He basically somebody interviewed him on the red carpet, and they was like, "How you doing, Mark?" And he was like, "Not good, not good." He says, "I feel weird. I'm at this thing, you know. Everybody's having a good time. It's like I just think America's fucked, and I just hate everything at the moment." And he was just really honest. And I think, okay, he still went to the awards and he still had a good time, but he used his platform. He's a very famous and rich man to say something important. And I think, you know, I think a lot of people hate people that are rich sometimes just because they're rich and like, you know, like they're rich, they're fine.
I hate rich people.
No, I don't. So, but like, I think, you know, they're
we
fine.
don't have the money to go buying CDs from Australia.
But I suppose, like, you know, like he's a successful actor and that's fine. But like, if they use their platform for something good, then I don't really mind them. I think they're, you know, or they stay humble.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, that's fine. That is important to do. I'm not saying that. But like, for me, I don't care how rich you are. The question is, are you supporting policies that help those who aren't so rich? Because what we often see is Zuckerberg, Bezos, Musk, they're spending all their money trying to make sure no one can ever have any of their money. Elon Musk makes $8 million a day.
Is that all?
A day. Yeah. What the fuck do you need with all that money? Meanwhile, people are fucking starving, and he's championing policies that take food out of poor people's mouths.
Well, it's like we watched the movie The Rip last night. You know, this new Matt Damon thing.
No.
So there's a new movie on Netflix called The Rip.
All right.
Called The Rip. And it's basically based on a true story of the biggest money siege in America. So, you know, when they sort of siege drug cartel money.
Oh, okay.
And it's based on a true thing because they have to count it at the scene by hand. And then it's got to match the count when they get it back to the station, and it's got to be counted by a machine. And if it doesn't match, then internal affairs gets involved. Yeah, so internal affairs gets involved. And they basically found over $20 million in an attic in like just a normal house on an estate in America.
Well, it's like in The Wire when they're like, I see 3 bags. Yeah, I see 3. There were 4.
Yeah, $20 million.
Matt Damon's also another person. He's like, go on, sorry, Stu.
Yeah.
But anyway, when they sat
inside
counting the money, one of the women who's counted it just picks up a wad of notes and said, "This would change my life." You know, this one wad of notes. And it just shows you how silly money is, isn't it? Because they're counting up $20-odd million out of an attic.
Hey, Dead Presidents is a movie that gets into that as well. They're jacking a truck that's bound to be burned. The government's going to burn the money, and they're like, the money's going to go away. Why don't we get to have it?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's quite an interesting concept, isn't it? And she says, "I could take this."
Stephen Yeun is in it. He's good.
Forever, but they know they can't. Yeah, he's in it. It's a really good movie, actually. I really liked it. But what's quite interesting, they wrote it. They wrote it for modern day audiences that sit and scroll on the phones while they're watching a movie on Netflix.
No, Stu.
No,
everything
is designed that way.
Everything is written like that now. So anytime the new Stranger Things,
because action movies were so requiring us to pay attention. Now we got to just keep it popping.
Basically, what Matt David just let me finish. What Matt David said was, he said if they'd have been writing this for a release in a cinema, they would have written it differently because you've got a captive audience that isn't scrolling on the phone.
No, I know.
But you know who goes to the cinema now? No one.
But because this was straight to Netflix, he said they had to write it differently.
So have you watched the new season of Stranger Things?
I have.
Right. Every fucking episode, there is a scene where they go, you see this? this is vector, and this is the upside down. And now if this comes like this, and they explain everything with metaphors and figures, because
You can't assume that anybody's seen.
they are
previous-
assuming that people aren't paying attention, and that happens in every Marvel film.
Oh no, I did see an article about that.
Stranger Things. They always, you watch every Marvel film. There's always like a 3D and then we're gonna go in, and because people aren't paying attention, they're stupid.
See, and those of us who are paying attention, we get treated to repetition and bullshit because these other idiots can't be bothered to put their fucking phones down when they're watching a movie.
I'll tell you what we are watching recently where that definitely doesn't happen is Spartacus. 'Cause that fucking thing's
I don't
written
know,
like
in the
a
1930s.
Shakespearean play. I tell you.
Yeah.
You've
No,
got to pay attention because most of the time you haven't got a fucking clue what they're talking about.
You can't
It's
throw
like,
me
what
to the
fuck?
lions. I'm Charlton Heston.
So I haven't got time for shows like that. I just when Marvel films, every Marvel film was like, so here's the plan, and then they give you like a whole like thing. I was like, I get the plan. Look, I'm not a fucking moron, but
I was paying attention a half an hour ago when you went over it.
When you watch anything with anybody that you don't know that well, and they're just like, when somebody gets their phone out when they're watching something, I go nuts. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how can you even concentrate?
I'll tell you, this year we've gotten serious about phones. It's fucking game changer, man.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I see them, I'm supposed to give a purple pass so they lose their phone for a day. I don't even have to do that. I'll just be like, put it away, or I'm giving you a purple pass, and they're like, no purple pass. So like, it's changed the entire tenor of our classroom.
So how does it change the classroom? Just interested, like.
Because kids are fucking paying attention.
Yeah, really, yeah.
It used to be I'd put something up and everyone's just, phone. Now, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Teenagers are going to daydream. They're going to stare out the window.
Yeah,
they're going to look at their hands and, have weird sex fantasies. But half the kids are paying attention, whereas it used to be 0% of the students were paying attention.
Wow, yeah. I couldn't imagine what school's like with phones. Like, it's just.
Yeah, it sucked. It really sucked.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, the other thing is, the flip side of that was the fact that I had 10 out of 30 kids occasionally paying attention, I took as a real feather in my cap. I'm like, I managed to break through their phones. Like, you had the people who were willing to give it a little, and that was nice. I always appreciated them. So the fact that they don't stand out as much, although they will speak, this drives me nuts, man. I'll share something I found, or I'll play, and just there's this Scottish comedian, Fern Brady, who's just my favorite these days. And, I'll play something and I'll be like, what do you think? And like the room is just dead. And I was like, fuck off. So I made this slide that has 4 sections in it, split apart with lines. And it says, I like, or I agree, I dislike, I disagree, I have a question, or it makes me think of ... And in order to give them a visual, I put emojis, thumbs up, thumbs down, hand raised, or pointing to the left, as it makes me think of. And so now I say something, and I'm like, all right, what do you think? And I put that slide up. They just do hand gestures. And I'm like, what? Fuck,
Nice.
What do you like about it? Why do you agree? Like, come on, talk. This is a language class. And half of my classes are advanced language classes.
Wow.
What do you think? Like, motherfucker, you're in an advanced language class. Use your
Maybe you
words
need
to say something.
I was going to say, maybe you need to say, what do you think? And give me a reason.
Yeah, you give me a sentence.
Yeah, give me a
Speak
sentence.
some
Tell
words.
them to do that.
please.
Tell them to do that.
I tell them to do it. What am I gonna do if they don't?
I don't know.
Not a
Try
goddamn
again.
thing.
Keep on trying, man. Like a dripping tap.
I
You've
try
gotta be
every
like a
day.
dripping
I
tap.
put something else up in front of them every day.
Dripping tap, man.
That's one thing you
It's-
can't accuse Duke of. Is not
Teenagers
trying.
are nervous. They don't want to say the wrong thing,
Yeah.
and so they don't say anything.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I remember what it's like to be that age. Like saying being,
it's a tough age.
especially in Britain. But I don't know. It's like
And
America,
if you're participating in class, if you're like a nerd,
yeah,
you're gonna be
if you
accused
look
of being
like
an
you're
apple polish or
trying,
whatever.
like it's like
Yeah,
like what a loser.
That's the worst part.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a fun show.
been a long
I guess you
show.
don't need my recording, Chinny. Is that right?
Correct.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording and then throw that MP3 file in the river.
Yeah, throw it
I
in
hope
the
you have
river,
lovely
man.
weeks.
Yes, have a good one.
Same.
We'll catch you on the flippy floppy.
Did we pick a Play My Game, bitch?
No,
we did
I was
not.
trying to look. Just a minute.
But there's that My Little Pony game.
I'll tell you what there is. I'll tell you what there is, which looks kind of interesting. I think Chinny will like this game, and I could be wrong.
Those
Oh,
words,
yeah,
for some reason, when you say that shit, it worries me. Like, I just, I get
Bruise
nervous.
and
there is a game come out called The Quarantine Zone: The Last Check, which is
Oh, yes,
I
I
played
know.
that
Papers,
demo.
Please.
Yeah, Duke played that. I know what it is.
We can
yeah.
play it
you
again.
play it.
Yeah, we can play it again.
You could play it and see what you think.
If
Why
Duke
not?
doesn't mind, yeah. Yeah, we'll do
Oh,
that.
I don't mind.
what's the other one?
I already know what I think, so it's one less thing off my. No, we're doing that. Quarantine
I
zone.
want to try it,
Oh,
Stu.
okay.
I want to try it. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up. We agree with you that that's what we should play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Have a good
Okay.
week.
Fucking
Batman
all right.
out.